The Total Media Sports Network presents the Portsmouth Football Game of the Week live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the field for the pregame show.
Media station. Good evening and welcome to Minford Stadium here at Minford High School. Mark Williams, Dave Stam, Dennis Steenkamp with you. Week number 9 of the high school football season. The Wheelersburg Pirates coming in, top team of the SOC2, top team in Division 5, Region 19, unbeaten on the year. Taking on a young but building Minford Falcon team. Just one win last year, 2 wins this year, and boy, it would make their season if they could play spoiler tonight, Dave.
Yes, if you're Minford Falcons, it's nice sometimes to play the hunter. The Wheelersburg Pirates, their tradition and their record, they're the hunted. They're the big X's there on their back, and this would make Minford's season if they could pull the upset tonight.
The Wheelersburg Pirates coming in off an impressive 37-7 win over the Waverly Tigers last week. A lot of guys getting into action. Braylon Rucker just 4 of 7, 33 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He had 5 carries, 44 yards. Jack Dorr played in the game. He was 5 of 5 for 32 yards. It was Elijah Brown that had the big game, 5 carries, 119 yards, 2 TDs. Opened the game, first play of the game, 68-yard touchdown run in that one. So, again, a lot of guys getting in there to play for Wheelersburg, and that's strong, Dave, as you get down toward the end of the season, start looking toward the playoffs, and you get kids that may have to be counted on, and they'll have at least some experience in being able to do that.
Yeah, playoffs are different animals. The intensity and so much more injuries. We're getting later in the season. Temperatures are getting colder, and you feel the impact much more in November than you do in September and October. And the more people you get used to carrying the ball, the more spots you can fill. Build-up depth really helps you as part of you go along in the playoffs.
Minford Falcons have not won since week 4 when they beat Oak Hill 29-6, and kind of fallen on some hard times since then, losing 27-12 to Northwest, 40-8 to Portsmouth West. I think the one that was really crushing for them, one that they really thought maybe they could get or at least be much more competitive, was the 41-7 loss to Waverly 2 weeks ago. They came back, strong performance against Meigs last week, coming up just a little bit short though, 26-20. But Curtis Glenn, the guy is an absolute warrior at quarterback, Dave.
Curtis Glenn's one of our favorite athletes. We saw him so much last year in the Minford run in the state tournament of basketball when they made it to the semifinals in a nice little place. Where did we? Out in the middle of nowhere. We went
St. Clairsville.
St. Clairsville. But he was a 6th man, and great moments off the bench for Coach Josh Shoemaker's team last year. And he's carrying on football. He's their leading rusher. He carries the ball a lot, takes a lot of punishment, but he gets up after every play.
The pregame show is brought to you by SOMC Sports Motion. Proud to introduce a redesigned practice of the SOMC Orthopedics Associates. These improvements integrate orthopedic surgery, physical medicine, and rehabilitation, along with podiatry into a single comprehensive office. These key specialties work together to deliver coordinated, patient-centered care. By streamlining services, they aim to enhance communication among providers, improve the continuity of care, and offer an elevated experience for their patients. SOMC Orthopedics Associates, comprehensive care for body and motion. Call 740-356-1709 to schedule an appointment. We'll have more coming up talking about these two teams. We'll hear from Dennis DeCamp coming up here real soon. He's going to be down on the sideline for us tonight for this one. All of that coming up, week 9. Hard to believe we're already at this point in the high school football season, but we are big SOC2 matchup for you here tonight on Mix 99.3. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with more of the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Have a project around the house that calls for a true retaining wall that's both functional and attractive? Portsmouth Block is proud to carry industry leader Versalock retaining walls that provide the perfect balance between form and function. Available in both weathered and non-weathered options, Versalock walls are ideal for load retention, planters, seat walls, and more. Team up Versalock walls with our new Americana Collection premium pavers, and you have a project that's sure to turn heads. Visit the Portsmouth Block Showroom at 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. See the difference, feel the difference, designed to be different.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck. Kaylee Hightower is a junior volleyball player from South Webster who is in the dental assisting program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Kaylee, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC and your program?
I like knowing that it's directly helping my future and you get to meet new people.
And what are your plans for after high school?
To go back to college and further my education in dental assisting.
The Scioto County CTC, a proven past for building a better future.
Scioto County Career Technical Center.
Welcome back here to Minford Stadium. I'm Mark Williams along with Dave Stam and Dennis DeCamp, and it's the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. It's now time to take a look at the Counseling Center's keys to success. For 45 years, the Counseling Center has established itself as the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse disorder treatment to mental health counseling, primary care, youth therapy, vocational development, and even job placement. The Counseling Center employs over 600 people, carrying employees who believe that every human deserves help. We all know someone. The people at the Counseling Center want to help them, and since 1980, that's exactly what they've been doing. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org. Phone 740-354-66 85. Let's start with the visitors tonight, Dave, the Wheelersburg Pirates.
The key to Wheelersburg Pirates, normally when you play 8 games and you're 8-0, the thing you're looking forward to is you just want to play clean. Limit penalties, limit mistakes, play a good, clean game. If you're on the Minford side, we've seen Minford, the Falcons like to spread the field. If they're going to throw the ball on Wheelersburg, the first thing they need to do is establish a running game. And Curtis Glenn has been their leading running, their quarterback. By spreading the field, they're going to have to try to establish. They simply are not going to throw up and down the field on Wheelersburg. That's been established. Wheelersburg's defense is just too good. They're going to have to be able to establish a running game and then also limit mistakes.
Take a look at some other games going on tonight in week number 9. The week actually got started last night at a game that you heard as a part of our coverage for the week from Allard Park in the original Tartan turf. It was East taking on Green in an SOC1 matchup, and the East Tartans get their first win of the year, 46-0 over Green. Other action tonight in addition to this one over on 95.7 FM, kind of shaping up to be a big game as far as postseason aspirations for the Portsmouth Trojans. South Point coming in at 3-5, maybe a little better than some of the South Point teams that we've seen here in recent years, taking on the Portsmouth Trojans tonight. Portsmouth sitting at number 10, so it would behoove them to win this football game tonight.
Because next week they're staring that big eye right in the face.
Right.
And again, it's not impossible, but it's going to be a challenge for Portsmouth to defeat Ironton next week. So they need to get as many points as possible and hope a few teams lose tonight.
Also, we've got Notre Dame at Sims Valley. That a huge one as well in the SOC1. That would set you up potentially the winner of that game for possible share of the championship if somebody could somehow knock off Eastern like South Gallia tonight.
That's the last challenge.
That's the last challenge that they'll have. But also, looking at it from the Notre Dame standpoint, you want to get a first-round bye, you got to win this one tonight.
If Notre Dame wins, they'll have a first-round bye and a home game in the second round. If Sims Valley wins, they have a first-round bye and a home game. Right now, with the way the new system went this year, they dropped 4 teams at the end. So with only 12 teams, you want to be, if you're not a first-round bye, you want to be 5 through 8 so you can host the game next week. Or not next week, first week of playoffs.
South Gallia also at Eastern. The other game of the SOC1 tonight, SOC2 action, Northwest at Waverly. The Mohawks kind of on the fringe. If they want to have any shot at a postseason berth, they got to win tonight at Waverly.
Yeah, they need to win the next 2 weeks and do some hoping. They're kind of on the outside looking in right now. There's some big games left from teams in front of them. You're going to mention one here in a second, the Valley Indians. You hate to think a Soda County team rooting for a fellow Soda County team to lose, but that's what playoffs do to teams. It makes you strange rooting interests.
You mentioned about Valley. They're at Grandview Heights tonight. Valley right now on the outside looking in. They've got to win to get in to the playoffs. They could make a pretty good jump if they get Grandview Heights tonight, who's won 6 games.
Yes, they're 6-2 and got a lot of computer points. Valley can win that game. That probably puts them into the playoffs. Again, they have their normal end-of-the-season rivalry next week with Minford, and that game's took some funny twists.
Absolutely.
You can't count on that, but they can pretty much see me in a spot in the playoffs with a victory tonight.
Also, Oak Hill at Portsmouth West tonight. Ironton is at Gallia Academy, the OVC. Fairland at Colgrove. Rock Hill at Chesapeake. Rock Hill trying to rebound from last week's tough loss to Portsmouth. Piketon is at Westfall, the SVC, and the FAC. McLean at Chillicothe. Jackson at Miami Trace. In Kentucky tonight, Johnson Central at Granite County. Paris at Raceland. Russell at Bath County. East Carter at Lewis County. Boyd County at Round County. Breathitt County is at West Carter. We'll take another break. We'll come back and continue with more of the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3.
Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. This is Pastor Ryan Brown from My Own Bible, and Bible Days coming up October 19 and 20. Think of the power of our smartphone in our hand to take a Bible app, text, email, post to social media the Word of God and how many lives could be changed. All it takes is just a few people to take a little bit of time, and we can bring the gospel to the world. Join us October 19 and 20 and help us share the Word of God with My Own Bible.
The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Credit issues? No problem. Glockner Auto Credit will finance your future, not your past. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy.
A remodel can be exciting like a walk down the red carpet. Or it can be exciting like a stroll over hot coals. If you're going to do a remodel, do it right. Consult with a Waypoint Living Spaces dealer designer. They will work with you to determine your style and deliver exactly what you had in mind. On time, on budget, easy.
Tri-State Kitchens at 8516 Ohio River Road, Wheelersburg is your local Waypoint dealer. Phone 740-574-2802.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Hello, this is Megan Martin, Banking Center Manager at First State Bank. At First State Bank, we believe that when we build up our customers, our communities, and each other, we can make a lifelong difference. When you bank with us, you're supporting the local coffee shop down the street, a young couple's first home, and the community you live in. Stop in at our Portsmouth Banking Center or visit our website at fsb4me.com. That's FSB, the number 4me.com. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Visit your local groceries, the Minford IGA and Westside IGA, as well as Westside Hardware. At the Minford and Westside IGAs, you'll find full-service delis with fresh-cut Angus beef and daily lunch specials. The Westside IGA offers up an incredible 18-inch pizza special, which provides a 2-topping 18-inch pizza, a bag of chips, and a 2-liter, all for just $19.99. Right beside the Westside IGA is Westside Hardware. They've got all kinds of tools and fasteners, as well as an extensive amount of items pertaining to automotive, carpentry, plumbing, and heating and air. The Minford IGA, Westside IGA, and Westside Hardware open 7 days a week.
Welcome back here to Minford Stadium at Minford High School. Mark Williams, Dave Stam, and we'll be getting hooked up with Dennis DeCamp soon. We're having a little bit of an issue with his mic, but we are working on that to correct that. But we welcome you back to the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. Looking at tonight's officials, presented in honor of Matt Oren. They're sponsored by Mr. Ritter Plumbing, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, and Little's Excavating, all in Wheelersburg. Mr. Ritter Plumbing prides itself on customer care. Little's Septic Service has been serving the region since 1964 and always strives to stay off your yard and, if possible, out of your driveway. Restaurant owners, Little's Grease Trap Removal can get in and out quickly with minimal impact on your business, and Little's Excavating is the only area excavator licensed in aeration design. Dave, you've got the officials for tonight.
Yes. The referee is Justin Malmeister, umpire Tony Payne, head linesman Mike DePriest, line judge Eddie Deemer, center judge DJ Bryant, and the back judge John Ferguson.
Starting lineups brought to you by Valerie Ford, a service of Valerie Ford, US 23 in Waverly. Remember, all roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly or online at ValerieFord.com. It'll be Brady Doss at tight end, Hunter Lawson, Caleb Shepard up front, tackle and guard respectively on the right side. Ryan Meeker the center, Ison Emmet at left guard, Alex Ritchie at left tackle. Braylon Rucker is the quarterback. Xavier Miller, Hunter Bivens, Kenyon Evans are his receivers. Elijah Brown is the halfback. Defensively, Ison Emmet, Caleb Shepard, Landon McGraw, the three of the 3-4 defense. Brady Doss, Luke Coons, Hunter Henderson, Elijah Brown are the backers. Brew Hansel, Hunter Bivens, Bryson Monovan, Kenyon Evans in the secondary. We do not have a Minford starting lineup, but we do have some spotlight players that we're going to talk about. We've got the Minford band out on the field. We're going to be getting the national anthem here shortly, so we'll come back, give you the Minford starters or at least some spotlight players, and continue on with the SOMC Sports Motion pregame shows. They're getting ready to do the national anthem here from Minford Stadium. So we'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3. Oh, we'll try it again here to see if we can go ahead and take the break now as so they get ready for the national anthem. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Portsmouth, and follow on the Esplanade on Facebook. The Carpenters Local Union 437 is actively seeking apprentices and journeyman carpenters. Your pay is based on your experience, but you'll start out earning a good living wage with health care and pension. The Carpenters Union takes an earn-as-you-learn approach to their apprenticeship, ensuring you earn a good living wage with benefits for your family right from the start. And every apprentice will graduate with an associate degree. To learn more about joining your local Carpenters Union, contact Trampus Puckett at Carpenters Local 437. Phone 740-354-7518.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
Get ready for deer season at Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply. They have a wide selection of plot mixes, deer attractants, shelled corn, Daryl's Deer Chow, and protein blocks. New this season, Antler Builder Extreme with assorted flavorings. Remember, Gerlach Farm and Feed is still your only grind and mix feed mill in the county. Their livestock feeds are complete ration feeds to help you grow healthy livestock. Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, 205 Simon Miller Road in Wheelersburg.
At 3D Outfitters in Wheelersburg, you can get the gear to get the deer. The area's best gun shop is 3D Outfitters. 3D has handguns, shotguns, rifles, and ammo. Name brands such as Smith & Wesson, Ruger, Remington, Colt, Glock, and many more. The area's best gun shop is 3D Outfitters at 85088 Ohio River Road, Wheelersburg. Get the gear to get the deer at 3D Outfitters in Wheelersburg. Phone 574-HUNT and follow 3D Outfitters on Facebook.
Welcome back here to Minford Stadium. Mark Williams, Dave Stam, and Dennis Steenkamp with you as we will look at the spotlight players now for Minford. Obviously, we talked about Curtis Glenn, their senior quarterback. Got an impressive group of wide receivers. We'll probably see Mason Bradley in the backfield there at one of the running back spots. But Wyatt Swick, a freshman, I'm excited to see him play, Dave. What he brings to the table. Colt Donahoe has also been very good. Carter Frazee. I know they had Peyton Caudill back for a while. I think he sustained an injury again and has not been able to play. But he provided a spark for them, certainly in the middle part of the season.
Yeah, when I saw them earlier in the season, their wide receivers, Donahoe and Swick and Frazee, they played very well. They threw the ball a lot early. That's what I'm talking about in keys of the game. You need to establish a rushing attack if you're the Minford Falcons tonight. Try to take a little heat off the passing game.
Our game time temperature is presented by Call's Auto Sales at 16127 US 52 West Portsmouth. While many car lots are struggling to stock their lots with quality used cars, Call's is blessed to have a great selection and offers financing. Bad credit, no problem. All you need is proof of income and a down payment. If you're looking for a sharp used vehicle, give Call's a call at 740-357-6009. 61 degrees outside as we get near kickoff. And tell you what, Dave, this one probably as close as we've been to a fall night so far, and should be. We're in the middle part of October here.
Then explain why you and Dennis are in short sleeves.
Well, you know, hey, it's I'm not exactly.
Yeah,
not exactly sure I can explain that. I'm not going to say that I'm a tough guy because it's not that.
Yeah, this is week 9, and it's the first week we haven't had blue skies.
Yes. But you talk about that. We've had tremendous weather.
I'm wondering, really have to see what happens next week as far as in Week 10. But we can't ask for what we've had the first 9 weeks of football season. Just great weather for football.
And before we get to the kickoff here, let's hear from Dennis DeCamp. I think we got the bugs worked out.
I think we got the bugs worked out. Wireless receivers don't work well without their antenna on there, but both teams down there both teams prepared for battle. The Pee Wee have taken over the field down there for the Minford Falcons to come out tonight. Good crowd on both sides for this ball game to see Wheelersburg and Minford, and calm and cool and collected on the Wheelersburg sideline have been there to watch the Minford kids warm up, going through the drills properly, and let's see what kind of ball game we'll have tonight, Dave and Mark.
It'll be one of those, I think, for Minford. They want to try to hang in it as long as they can.
And if you're Wheelersburg, I hate to say this, it's probably the most business-like team you'll ever see.
Yeah.
It's not a really high emotional, other than the Ironson game, of course.
Yes.
But for most games, a very steady, workmanlike attitude for Wheelersburg.
I add to that, gentlemen, Dave, that even the Ironton ball game, they came out, they looked pretty business-like there, too. There was some emotion, more than what you see in most ball games, but they were pretty business-like there, too, and especially there that last drive that put them ahead to go with that run. So the Pirates, business-like, and Rob and his coaching staff always has his kids prepared to do battle, that's for sure.
We are about 3.5 minutes away from kicking this one off here tonight, and a little bit of an adjustment Wheelersburg had to make this week. They're having to play on one of the few facilities that still has grass. They worked on the area up their practice field up where the old track is this week to get ready for this ball game tonight.
Yeah, I was going to have to ask you, where's their practice field? Oh, no, nice complex. And this is a really nice complex.
And does the field not look great for Minford?
I mean, was telling one of the gentlemen here, first week of the season, the grass field, we had a rough summer. It had some rough spots. This looks great in week 9. They watered it and it took hold, and we're seeing nothing but green field.
Tonight, as Dennis was talking about the Pee Wee players, they honored the Pee Wee players. They honored the cheerleaders, the Pee Wee cheerleaders. We saw a bunch of future Falcons that will be one day of gracing this field, and they're also going to honor veterans tonight throughout the course of the game.
You know, one good thing about DeSoto County football and the SOC in particular, you have so much community support. You see this if you go to West, if you go to Wheelersburg, to Northwest, the community comes out and backs their kids on Friday night. And again, it's almost like a community celebration each week in high school football.
Coming into this ball game tonight, the Minford Falcons, 2 wins on the season. Again, that's doubling the win total from last year, where they only won 1 game in the first year for Coach Jordan Michael. His 2-year record so far, 3-15, but he's continuing to build the program. They average 18.3 points per game, give up 29.5. That's become a little bit inflated here in the recent weeks. For the Wheelersburg Pirates, they come in very, very strong. Rob Woodward in his 18th season, 177 wins, the all-time wins leader. He was able to accomplish that a few weeks back. For the Wheelersburg Pirates, they average 33.8 points per game and give up a little more than a touchdown, 7.4. The defense is as dominating a defense as they have had.
Yeah, well, I've been so impressed, their ability to go sideline to sideline. Very quick defense, and it doesn't usually when a team is that quick on defense, you can attack them head on, but they've also been able to withstand teams trying to run the football at them.
Minford in a huddle leading a pregame team prayer. The Wheelersburg Pirates have now come out onto the field on the far side, greeted over there by Pirate Nation, who is, as they always do, have come out in full force, and great support here from the Minford faithful as well. This is always one of the more fun games to do, because you talked about community, Minford and Wheelersburg, and that's not to slight anybody else, but these two do community pretty well.
Yeah, they support their kids in every sport. The success that both schools have had in soccer and in basketball, in baseball, just softball. I mean, the communities come out to support their kids. They spend on their kids, I'll put it that way. Some communities have financial issues, but usually Minford and Wheelersburg, they haven't spared any amount of money as far as backing their kids.
The opening kickoff is brought to you by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors, 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor and has everything for all your floor covering needs. Call Stephen Harris at 353-7959 and visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment. The Minford Falcons decked out of their red uniform tops with white pants, the gray helmets with the red and white stripe down the center of those helmets. Wheelersburg wearing road whites with pirates across the chest in black trimmed in orange. They've got orange pants with a black stripe down the side, and of course the orange helmets with Berg on one side, the white stripe down the center of that helmet, and it will be Ty Borland to kick things off here for the Minford Falcons tonight as Wheelersburg will get the football first.
You start the game off with onside kick?
And they pooch one short. It hits, and it's going to be landed upon at the 39-yard line, throwing his body on top of it. Bryson Longfellow to secure it, and that's where Minford will set up shop. You know, last week, Dave, they did not get to see the Wheelersburg game. They did, on the opening kickoff, they did a double handoff. They faked a double handoff on the second kickoff return of the ball game and got about 40 yards off of it.
They probably, and Minford did not want to see Elijah Brown touch the ball that early in the game that quickly.
Wheelersburg will set up shop. They will bring three wide receivers now to the far side left. Pass out in the flat. Caught is Brady Doss. He will move ahead, 45-yard line midfield. Moves into Minford territory and will be dropped at about the 47-yard line. So first down on the first play of the game. Little pass out in the flat where they flared Brady Doss out there just a little bit past the slot. He was outside the hash when he caught that and then moved it into Minford territory on the very first play of the game.
About 15
yards.
yards.
Yeah, I was going to say, ripped off about 14, 15 yards on that first down play.
He also drug a Falcon about 4 yards down the field there before he picked up that 15 yards.
Out of the pistol set. Once again, they'll go in motion with McGraw and Doss. Here's the pitch to Brown, trying to get to the outside. He will go 45-yard line and get down to about the 43, where he is taken down there by Bryce McLaughlin, who
Got a hold.
One of the outstanding players on the defensive side of the ball for Minford. McLaughlin, a junior, 6'1", 205. And as both Dave and Dennis mentioned, that run is going to be all for naught. That'll be a penalty on the Wheelersburg Pirates. That'll back them up.
Go ahead, Dave.
It was almost too good a block.
Yeah. I didn't see the hold. I saw him kick out, but I didn't see the hold there. But Pirates looks like they're trying to exploit the outside of the Falcons both times. Like Mark said, on the outside of the hash mark, that second play was the same thing. So the Pirates brings up his first down and 20. First possession of the ball game, just underway, 11-14 to go in the first quarter, and no score as of yet.
Pirates will have receivers all out to the left side, and Doss will join them over there as he goes in motion and sets up on a wing to the left. Here's the give to Brown, left side, big hole, and he is dumped this time after getting the yardage back across the 50 to inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, so he gets a good bit of the yardage back off the holding penalty. Very similar play to what they ran against Waverly last week for the touchdown on the opening play of the game, but nice job there by Minford. They're able to dump Elijah Brown at the 43-yard line. It'll be a second down and 7 coming up, so he gains about 13 yards on that carry. Good gain by Elijah Brown.
Guard Frazee on that stop for the Falcons, that one-person stop there, solo tackle.
Braylon Rucker takes the snap, hands it off to Stephen Hall, 40-yard line, 35-yard line, angling left side, and will get inside the 30-yard line before he's finally taken down over that left side. Wheelersburg numbers coming into the game tonight. Braylon Rucker having an outstanding season, 73 of 98, 1,018 yards, 10 touchdowns, has not thrown a pick. Stephen Hall missed a couple games due to injury. He's been back out there, and gets a solid gain right there. They will mark it at the 30-yard line.
Brady Music still on the sidelines for the Pirates, too, nursing an ankle injury as well.
Another 13-yard gainer there for Hall. Here's the give, and it's Hall this time, and he will get maybe a yard. Good penetration. First man shooting in there.
Ty Borland.
For Minford.
Ty Borland.
Ty Borland.
Yep. Nice stop there by the young man. Pirates did a nice job with their blocking schemes up front there, especially on the outside there this time, trying to get something inside, and Falcons do a great job stopping the penetration on the inside between the tackles.
2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. Rucker to throw. Pass caught, 20-yard line, Evans, and he'll be out of bounds right there. Nice job defensively to keep Evans in front of him.
It's like first down.
Dono was over there. Curtis Glenn was over there defensively as well. The Wheelersburg Pirates have moved into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. 1st down and 10 for the Pirates. Gain of 10 on that last play. Here's the keeper. This is Rucker, 15-yard line. And he'll work his way down close to the 10 on the zone read. Braylon Rucker sent Xavier Miller in motion that time, faked the jet sweep, and then followed a big hole over the right side and gained 9 yards on the play down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 1 coming up here for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Braylon Rucker with Elijah Brown off to his left. He'll hand it to Brown. Brown picks his way. 10-yard line, 5-yard line, angles in, touchdown. Elijah Brown taking it in. That is the 12th rushing touchdown of the year for Brown. And the Wheelersburg Pirates on the board at the 8:52 mark of this first quarter. 11-yard TD run by Elijah Brown.
Nice block out there by Alex Ritchie, fronting him off that corner there. So a great block there. It might be one of your blocks of the game there, Mark.
Certainly a candidate. We will make a note of that. And extra point try coming here by Cooper Heimbach. Good snap, good hold. The kick is right down the middle. 7-0. The Pirates on top of the Minford Falcons. 8:52 to play in the first. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Been in the Parsley family for years, so has pride in the Wheelersburg community.
I'm Drew Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2011. Best of luck to the Pirates.
I'm Cam Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2014. Stay humble, stay hungry, and go Bird.
I'm Nick Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2018, and a member of the 2017 state champion Pirates football team. Go Bird.
Hi, I'm Bruce Parsley, class of 1982. Go Pirates!
Thinking about a home cleanup project, putting on a new roof, replacing that old broken concrete driveway? Then you need to call the professionals at Correll's Bulldog Containers. They have many sizes of containers to choose from. Whatever your next cleanup or project around your property, call Correll's Bulldog Containers. Open 6 days a week. Phone 574-4455. That's 574-4455. Locally owned and operated. Correll's Bulldog Containers.
Back to action here at Minford, and Cooper Heimbach's kick hits at the 1-yard line, goes into the end zone for a touchback. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. First possession for the Wheelersburg Pirates results in a touchdown. This scoring recap is a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth, for all your real estate needs. Call 574-9902 online at realestategallery.com. Dave?
7 plays, 61 yards. Brown with 11-yard scoring run. Heimbach with the extra point. 8:52 left in the opening period. It is Wheelersburg 7, Minford nothing.
Minford Falcons with their first opportunity of the night. Curtis Glenn at the controls, having an outstanding season. He'll pass it out in the flat. It's caught, and they'll get a couple of yards moving forward. Carter Frazee, 6'2", 185 with the reception, and he will move it forward for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Curtis Glenn, 93 of 187, 1,457 yards on the year, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That for Carter Frazee now, the leading receiver on the team, is 26th catch of the season, 296 yards and a touchdown coming in. That moves him 1 catch ahead of Wyatt Swick for the team lead. Second down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Curtis Glenn will spread them out. 2 wide receivers to each side, empty backfield. And Glenn will take it on the direct snap, bounces to the outside, now cuts back inside. There was just nowhere to go. He started to go up the middle. There was nothing there. Bounced it outside, thought he had something. Wasn't anything there. Ducked it inside, and I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Landon McGraw from the defensive side down position there, came down the line there as you teach him to do where the ball is. And he tried to come back, like you said, Mark, and try to go up the middle there. And Landon McGraw was there to greet him to take him down for the loss or the down on the play. 7:33 to go. Pirates up 7-0. 7:31 to go here in the first quarter of play.
No gain on the play. Third down and 8 now coming up from the 22-yard line for Minford. Once again, they will go 4 wide, 2 to each side. Now they'll go 5 wide, actually. As I see the other receiver there. There's a long pass way too high. Tried to get it to Carter Frazee, and it will be incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the Falcons will have to punt the football away.
Bryson Monov out there on the coverage there for the Pirates, along with Bivens, Hunter Bivens.
So it will be Mason Bradley. Looks like will handle the punting duties. 5'10", 185-pound senior. He will catch the snap at the 5-yard line. High snap. He goes up to get it, and the left-footed punter gets it away. Wobbly punt. Caught by Kenyon Evans. Moving to the right. 45-yard line, 40-yard line. Got a caravan. Cuts it back. 20-yard line. And still on his feet, and then will be finally dropped at about the 22-yard line. Excellent return. Not a bad punt by Bradley, but Kenyon Evans, he got it and started moving north-south pretty quickly and had a nice wall there to get good yardage, and Wheelersburg will start in excellent field position. They will start it at the 22-yard line of Minford.
30-yard punt, 30-yard return. That's not the way Minford designed it.
Had some pressure. He did a nice job to get the punt away. 3 wide receivers to the far side left. Evans is split out wide to the right. Coming in motion to the right is Brown. Rucker to throw, steps up, avoids pressure, rolls, looks, fires. Pass is caught by Evans at the 5, spinning, gets inside the 5-yard line down to the 1 or the 2, Kenyon Evans. The Wheelersburg Pirates again into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. They started the drive just outside it. Nice job there by Braylon Rucker to keep the play alive. They're going to mark him at the 2-yard line, so that's a 20-yard gain. Coming into play tonight, Kenyon Evans, an outstanding season he's having.
Braylon Rucker showing that maturity there, stepping up in the pocket, drawing out the play there. Finally finding Kenyon Evans for that complete pass.
22nd catch of the year. Here's Elijah Brown. He will take it in for the score from 2 yards away. Elijah Brown, nice hole, goes right up the middle. And once again, the Wheelersburg Pirates are in the end zone at the 6:18 mark. Makes it a 13-0 game, second TD run of the night for Elijah Brown. And Wheelersburg trying to deliver the knockout punch here early. They are definitely sending a message.
Very efficient on offense. Seems like they can do almost anything they want to do.
Extra point by Heimbach is up and good. It's 14-0. 6:18 to play in the first. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Mako Finished Products, located in the Balzer Industrial Park in Lucasville, processes automotive parts with precision CNC equipment. You may actually be driving a vehicle that has a part they made. At Mako, highly trained workers, many of whom trained at the Scioto County Career Technical Center's Ramtech training facility located nearby, make precision parts using advanced technologies. Mako Finished Products wishes the best to all local teams.
Have you been to the 139 just off the new highway in Clarktown? We have pizza, wings, beers, cocktails, fries, chicken sandwiches, tacos, ice cream, and a lot more. Did I say we have beer? And I guess if you want to be healthy, we also have water. So order online at the139dairybar.com or stop in the 139 in Clarktown, where we also have water.
$14-0 our score. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. We're back here at Minford Stadium and Minford High School. Cooper Heimbach has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to boot it away. He is on the approach, and he will pooch one now, and we've got a flag that comes flying in.
I'm
going to guess, yeah, that would almost what it would have to be. Got a score update. I guess Matt Payton has made the jaunt to Sims Valley tonight, and he's giving us an update on Notre Dame and Sims Valley. Not good for the Titans, down 14-0 early in that game to Sims Valley.
Tough place to play, tough team to play. West 13-0 over Oak Hill, and an interesting game a little bit north of us. Jackson trails to Miami Trace 14-0 early.
Penalty was against Wheelersburg, so that will back them up 5. So Cooper Heimbach will kick it off at the 35-yard line. 6:18 to play here for the first. 14-0 Wheelersburg jumping out here quickly. On the approach, and again, they will pooch this one short, and they're going to let that one go out of bounds. You know, Cooper's so good at just kicking it deep. Maybe this is his one weakness in the kick game is he can't pooch it.
This could be a strange spot. The ball went out of bounds, I think, at like the 38 or so, and it should go to the 43-yard line. It's a strange spot. Normally, it's kicked 25 yards from where the ball's kicked out of bounds. Or from where it's kicked off from. And that would make it normally the kickoff goes out of bounds. That's the 35, and then a 40. But I'm thinking one.
Now it looks like they may be getting together to perhaps discuss exactly what you're talking about, Dave.
Yeah, you have a 5-yard mark off on this, which you normally don't have on a kickoff, and they're marking it off.
You nailed it exactly. Is what they're doing. They're moving it forward to the. Looks like the 44 is where they're going to set it up at. So good field position here for Minford.
Chuck and Matt had the same play last night.
6:18 to play here in the first quarter. And here's the handoff. This is Bradley on the sort of an end-around jet sweep, if you will. And he moves it forward for positive yardage. Mason Bradley
got about 5 out of it.
Will get a good gain on first down. So second down to 5. Bradley coming in, 27 carries, 127 yards and a touchdown, averaging about 5 yards a pop. So did absolutely nothing there to hurt his average on that carry.
Nice job after he got the ball. Just a quick acceleration. Once he got the ball, nice hold by the offensive line there on the left side. He got up in there. Hunter Bivens made first contact for the Pirates, but not, like you said, that first 5-yard pickup.
Curtis Glenn will relay the play from the sideline to his teammates, and they quickly go to the line of scrimmage. Again, they're going to go empty backfield, 5 wide. Direct snap as this is Curtis Glenn, and boy, there's just nothing there. Wheelersburg snuffing that out.
Ryan Meeker nose tackle right there. Just saw him coming, washed his eyes, and he saw he was coming right for him, slid off the block to his left, and made the tackle there on Glenn.
You know, you're talking about a guy, Curtis Glenn's got 2,000 yards of total offense this year, throwing for 1,457, just under 700 yards rushing. So there's no question that he's a marked man. They may have to try to put a little variation in there to see if those running lanes can open up for him. The first 2 times he's tried it, it's just not been there. He loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6 now coming up from the 48. Again, they'll go spread offense, pass over the middle. He fires it too high, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back the other way is Brew Hansel, 40-yard line. Hansel will be taken down at the 36. Big interception right there. Glenn threw a dart, but he overthrew his receiver, and it went right to Brew Hansel. 8th pick of the year thrown by Curtis Glenn, and a good return by Brew Hansel. Huge turnover right there, and that will result in outstanding field position again for the Pirates as Brew Hansel gets the interception, his first of the season.
From my position on the field here in the end zone, the Pirates were playing extremely well. And the Brew Hansel, the ball was behind the receiver and also high mark, and that's why Brew Hansel was playing off there in that zone coverage. He picked it off, had a nice return, like you said. Pirates in business at the Minford 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
Portsmouth has jumped out to a 7-0 lead on South Point tonight. That score update. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Minford. Here's the give. Stephen Hall, big hole left side. He will squirt his way down to the 30-yard line. So 6 or 7 on that first down carry.
Carter Frazee getting on the stop there, coming up, the lone man for the quarterback position, taking the stop for the Falcons.
So the Pirates, on after a gain of 6, will have a 2nd down and 4 from the 31-yard line. Rucker will send Miller in motion. They will keep it right up the middle. He's going to go all the way to the house. Braylon Rucker right up the middle on the zone read, and he was untouched. 31 yards to the end zone with 3:50 to play in the first. The Pirates are in the end zone again, and they build the lead to 20-0 on the Braylon Rucker touchdown run, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season.
That hole opened up wide open there. He probably had a 5-6 foot hole there, and he just showed his acceleration there and got through the hole. And he was in secondary before the Falcons knew what was going on. And like you said, Mark, went untouched there as he bent to the right there to avoid that one would-be tackler for the score.
Cooper Heimbach on for the extra point try one more time. The snap was a little high, but Bryson Longfellow able to get it down, and Heimbach nails it through. 21-0 with 3:50 to play in the first. Wheelersburg on top. Back at 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Well, the trash piles up, but don't you fret. Coleman Sanitation's the best one yet. Weekly pickups, rain or shine, we'll keep your place looking mighty fine. Call Coleman, we're rolling through Shawnee County, South Shore too. We take care of it all for you.
Call Coleman Sanitation Services, 740-858-7570.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and have been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Back to action here in Minford, and Cooper Heimbach not going to mess around with the pooch kick this time. He just blasted through the back of the end zone. 21-0 our score. Wheelersburg on top. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Scoring recap, a service of Nancy Hogg at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com. Dave?
Taking advantage of the interception by Hansel. A 2-play, 37-yard drive. Rucker with a 31-yard scoring run. I'm off the extra point. 3:50 left in opening period. It's Wheelersburg 21, Minford 0.
Minford now will have 4 wide, 3 to the far side right. Man going in motion is Bradley to the left. And here's a handoff to Ty Borland, and not much happening right there. In fact, he just runs into some white shirts, and Brady Doss comes out with a football for Wheelersburg, but I think they had already stopped forward progress. It'll go as, looks like based on the sticks, a little bit of a loss.
About
back to
2.5 yards or so.
Back to the 17 or 18 yard line, so it'll be a 2nd and 12 coming up. That's one thing, Waverly, not really last week able to run the ball at all till late in the game. Kind of got some yards and garbage time. 2nd and 12, coming up on 3 minutes to play. Here's a bad snap. Glenn will dive back on the football. It's still loose. And the Wheelersburg Pirates, I think, have it at like the 1 yard line. This recovery is sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. One thing the Minford Falcons, I know they felt like coming into this game was that right there's something they couldn't do. Turn the ball over, and especially turn it over deep in your own territory. Wheelersburg recovers the fumble at the 3 yard line.
Caleb Shepard with the fumble recovery there. About 5 or 6 Pirates had a chance, but Shepard finally pulled it in for the Pirates, setting the ball up at their Minford 4 yard line.
They mark it officially at the 4. So the Wheelersburg Pirates start this drive in the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Here's the give. This is Stephen Hall. Works his way to the goal line. Works his way across the goal line for a touchdown. So another turnover resulting in some quick points for the Wheelersburg Pirates with 2:52 to play. 4 yard TD run for Stephen Hall. His 5th touchdown of the season. 27-0 Wheelersburg. Once again, you cannot help a team like Wheelersburg.
An interception and a fumble have set up short fields. That's not the recipe for success.
And they go for 2. They throw it into the end zone, and it's caught. Pulling that in for 2. It was a strange formation. Landon McGraw with the catch, and that makes it 29-0 with 2:52 to play in the first. Back at 60 seconds, you're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
At People's Bank, our team of local, trust, and wealth management professionals can help you achieve your financial goals. We offer comprehensive services including investment management, retirement planning, estate planning, trust administration, and more. Our customized strategies are designed to grow and preserve your wealth while minimizing risk. Let People's Bank put our decades of expertise to work for you. Call me, Elise Dye, or one of our other trust and wealth management professionals today to schedule your free consultation. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical.
Welcome back here to Minford High School. Again, the Cooper Heimbach kick goes through the end zone. Dennis, did you see who threw the pass?
Yeah, Brady Doss. It was a direct snap
Brady
back
Doss.
to Brady Doss.
Okay.
He rolled to his right. And the Falcons had it well covered down there, but just the basketball skills of Landon McGraw. He goes up 2 hands and pulls it down like you're taught in the paint, and he pulled it in for that 2-point conversion. Pirates 29-0 to Falcons.
There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get tires changed to Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Coming up here in just a moment, we'll give you the scoring recap, a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902, online at realestategallery.com. From the 20-yard line, first down and 10 for Minford. He'll hand it off on the end around to Mason Bradley, and he's not able to get away, and he'll lose 5 yards back to the 15-yard line. Wheelersburg, again, just getting tremendous penetration in there, and Bradley had no chance before he could turn it up to be taken down, and I believe it was Luke Coons who's just made tackle after tackle, play after play this year for the Wheelersburg defense.
Luke Coons and Owen Wilburn were back there for the Pirates, along with a few other white jerseys.
That last scoring drive was a 1-play, 4-yard scoring drive. Hall with the run, Dawson McGraw for conversion. 2:52 left in opening period. Wheelersburg 29, Minford nothing.
Second down and 15 for the Minford Falcons. Curtis Glenn snaps the ball. We'll pass it out to the right side in the flat. And we got a flag coming in as Frazee will move the ball forward. He pulled in the catch.
Looks like it's holding against the Falcons.
Bryson Longfellow there along with the would-be quarterback there for the Pirates, Brady Doss, last 2-point conversion.
So it is against Minford, and they
declined
the penalty, yeah.
Is that Doss 1 for 1 this year, 100%?
Yeah, Jack Dorr had thrown, and Cooper Heimbach was the only other one that threw a pass.
Mom or Dad would be proud of that.
It's not.
It's not. It's technically it's not a pass.
Oh, okay. Forget that then. Thank you, Dave Stam. We just passed it off there. So
third,
Mom and Dad will say
gotta
it was
keep
a
him
pass.
honest.
Yeah. He's got video. It was a pass. Yeah, that was 3rd and 12. Rolling out. Curtis Glenn in some trouble. He's not going to be able to get away. He'll be tackled inside the 10-yard line, back at the 8.
Gabe Vodder's on the stop that time. Maybe that's his 5th sack of the year.
Yeah, Vodder's another one that's just had some tremendous defensive plays this season. And that's the team leading 5th sack as well. So we are coming up on 1 minute to play in this first quarter, 29-0, Wheelersburg. And Mason Bradley will have to punt this football, and he's going to be about 7 or 8 yards, about 7 yards deep in the end zone.
Standing right in front of me.
Good snap. He gets this one away. Sidewinding punt. Evans will come up, make the catch at the 40-yard line, circle back, angling 35, 30-yard line. Still on his feet, tries to sidestep a couple of tacklers, and so he still isn't down. And finally, just a rugby scrum over about the 25-yard line before he's finally taken down. So he got about 15 on the return. High punt, a little bit better coverage that time by Minford, and Kenyon Evans was able to keep the play alive and ended up getting a decent return out of it.
Yeah, it was a 30-yard punt, 32-yard punt.
I think the wall was set up on the right side like it was previous punt, but I think he saw the short side and he could pick up about 15, 20 yards there, but he had some blockers picked up there, and he got that, but he was very difficult to come down that time.
Backs are split on each side, and now they will venture off. One goes into the slot left, one goes to a wing to the right. That's Hansel. And this is Elijah Brown on the carry. Elijah Brown to the 20. Elijah Brown to the 15. Breaks the tackle to the 10, to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown. Elijah Brown takes it in. The hat trick for Elijah Brown. 16.6 seconds left in the first. And that one will go for 25 yards. He's in from 11, 2, and 25 here in just the first quarter. 14 rushing touchdowns on the year now for Elijah Brown. 14-yard a 25-yard TD run. Cooper Heimbach on for the extra point try, and he just barely got it.
It was slightly deflected up with the defensive line there, and it still went through, though.
He was able to get it. 36-0 is the count. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watch it on Kool TV.
This is not a drill. Right now at Valerie Ford of Waverly. Drive off in a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 with financing as low as 3.9% for 72 months. That's right. 99.9% of you will qualify. No credit, bad credit. We say yes when others say no. Want adventure? Grab a Bronco Sporter. Escape for just $399 a month. Come see why all roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly. But hurry, we're stocked up with over 110 total vehicles to choose from. These vehicles won't last. Visit online, ValerieFord.com.
We at Swick Bentley Funeral Home want to help you celebrate the life that inspired you. Whether you have lost a loved one or want to pre-plan your own services, we are here to help. We can help you plan traditional burial or a cremation service, and our staff will work to ease the burden a loss leaves. We may be reached by phone at 740-456-4133 or email at info@sbentleyfh.com. And to all our local athletes, play hard and stay safe.
Welcome back here to Minford High School as Cooper Heimbach's kick goes about 8 yards deep into the end zone. Once again, Minford will set up at the 20-yard line. There's been another change in the score. Changes happen quick. We're definitely seeing it tonight, especially, though, when you get your tires changed to Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Another scoring recap, a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
Brown with the trifecta, his third touchdown of the evening. This one from 25 yards out. One play, 25 yards. Heimbach with extra point, 16.6 seconds left in the opening period. Wheelersburg 36, Minford nothing.
Portsmouth up 21-0 now on South Point. Here's a direct snap to Curtis Glenn, trying to move over the right side as, again, he calls his own number, which he does pretty frequently. Good reason for that. One of their best athletes. He gets a yard, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 36-0 at the end of one. Wheelersburg on top. Back at 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
With Dennis DeCamp and Dave Stam, I'm Mark Williams back here at Minford Stadium at Minford High School. We got an update. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Notre Dame coming back. It's Sims Valley leading 20-14 in that ball game. So that
And
one's far from over.
South Gallia is ahead of Eastern 16-13.
Second down and 9 here for the Falcons as we start this second quarter. And the pass incomplete. The pass from Glenn goes right through the hands of Isaiah Robertson, 6'2", 185-pound senior. So it'll be a 3rd and 9 coming up.
It was awfully close to being a lateral. And Northwest 21-7 over Waverly.
Minford coming up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they empty out the backfield. They're going to go 5 wide. Glenn looks like he may be changing the play a little bit. Takes the snap, rolls to the far side, sets to throw, fires, and it goes over into the Wheelersburg sideline. Like Carter Frazee was the intended receiver.
That is such a tough pass to try to complete, going against your body. Running left and trying to throw back. It's a very tough pass to complete.
Well, it's also on this field here, this grass field. They've got a very, very nice crown. But if you look at the middle of the field, and you look at I'm looking at the angle right here, and he has to throw it probably about 2.5 feet lower than where he's standing there because it's not a direct throw because he has to throw it down. And the 2 throws he's had out wide have been extremely high. But he should know that by now, being the 9th game of the season.
And as they were getting ready to punt the football away, Wheelersburg's called for encroachment.
That is the 4th penalty for Wheelersburg for 25 yards.
They may be going for a block punt here, which they have had in the last couple of ball games. 2 ball games ago against Oak Hill for a touchdown.
They tackled the punter on the first punt
I
last week
forgot
for
about
Waverly.
That, Yard and a half splits. I didn't understand that at all.
Low snap. Bradley's able to collect it, rush the punt, but he gets it away, end over end punt, and get a little bit of a roll out of this. It'll roll out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of Wheelersburg. So under the circumstances, not the worst punt by Bradley. It was low snap. The fact that he was able to field it cleanly and get it away without any problems was somewhat of a success.
Yeah, a net 27 yards, but
it's a good thing, too, and we saw earlier this year, I think it may have been in the Waverly game, or one of the last couple of ball games where the punter went down and he as he fielded the ball, he touched with his knee and was down
High State,
right
Illinois
there.
last Saturday.
Yeah, that happened in that game too. First down and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Pirates as they have the football again. Rucker fires over the middle, pass caught. Xavier Miller, and he's dropped at the 36-yard line. Carter Frazee on the tackle. Xavier Miller coming in. He 10 catches, 199 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He has been a big play receiver.
Yes, he has.
Makes a nice reception right there to the 36-yard line.
That was a dart was thrown by Brucker as well. Right on the stride there, and he caught it and picked up a few more yards, and they've picked up the first down. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Minford Falcons.
Going in motion now is Bivens. He will take it on the jet sweep. 35-yard line, 30-yard line, cuts back, 20-yard line, 15-yard line, 10, 5, touchdown. Hunter Bivens able to get in another big play for the Wheelersburg Pirates. As comes at the 10:59 mark of the second quarter, and he will run that one in from 36 yards away.
The blocking was exactly how you want it there. They had the 3 men out there. They picked up man for man out there, and Hunter Bivens, when he saw nothing between him and the goal line, he just turned on the jets there and just outran the Falcons to the goal line for the score.
Cooper Heimbach on for the extra point try. And he's able to get it up. Good rush from the edge there by Minford, but not in time to stop it. And it is 43-0. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
The Counseling Center is the region's leader in youth and adolescent counseling and play therapy services. TCC plays a large role in substance abuse prevention services for area youth, providing more than 4,000 prevention services for area school-age children each year. In operation since 1981, the Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse prevention and recovery to mental health counseling, primary care, vocational development, and job placement services. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org. At the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, they're proud to cheer for the home team, and even more proud to have you on their team. Whether you need insurance for your home, car, or business, they have your back. And because the local community is so important to them, they'll be right there with you, cheering for your team. Contact the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency today for more information about a policy from Encova Insurance. Visit the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Online at barrettmurphy.com.
10:59 to play before halftime. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. And Cooper Heimbach's kick will be again 7 yards deep into the end zone. This scoring recap is the service of Nancy Hogg at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
A 2-play, 53-yard scoring drive. Bivens with a 36-yard scoring run. Heimbach makes him now, 5 for 5? Or no, 5 for 5 on extra points. 10:59 left in the second period. It is Wheelersburg 43, Minford nothing.
Did you have a West score there a moment
West
ago there,
was
Dave?
up 27-0.
27-0 on Oak Hill. So Minford with the football. First down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Just really haven't been able to generate any kind of offense tonight. Glenn rolling, dumps it, and throws it too high. He has not been real accurate tonight. Tried to get it to Ty Borland. Had a rough game passing last week, at least looking at it from the statistical standpoint, he was only 6 of 18 for 65 yards, but he made up for it. He had 137 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing in that game, but he's not been able to connect too much tonight with his receivers.
So far tonight, Minford has a grand total. They're minus 21 on offense, minus 25 running, and actually got 4 yards passing. So, 4 yards net passing.
Bradley goes in motion to the left. This is Glenn on the keeper, and boy, just nothing there. Taken down from the backside. One of the men in there, Gabe Waters.
Yep. Pirates doing a nice job just staying home, watching the line play, and just working his way down the line there. And Glenn came down there, and right where the defense was waiting on him there, near the goal or the scrimmage line.
You know, when you have a guy like Glenn that touches the ball so much and is involved in so much of the offense, he's very easy to key on.
The idea when you're trying to use him as a running back is you're trying to spread the defense out.
Yep.
And right now, Wheelersburg's the tackles and the ends are staying home, and they're just completely stopping the rushing game.
3rd and 11 here for the Falcons. Glenn takes the snap, rolls to the far side, slings this out, and it's incomplete, and they were not on the right page there. He threw the ball toward the sideline, and the intended receiver, Carter Frazee, was more in the seam area.
He went to the post instead of a flag pattern, so he's supposed to go to the outside or confusion somewhere along the line, but Carter Frazee was the intended receiver there and brings up another 4th down for the Falcons deep inside their territory, almost the goal line.
Mason Bradley will accept this snap at the 5. Chest tie snap, gets it away. High, wobbly type punt, and diving to come up with is Bryson Longfellow. Made a nice catch on that.
That was.
There was some traffic there too. A couple red shirts.
Yeah, Curtis Glenn was right there. Looked like he was screening him to see the ball there, but he did a nice job. Longfellow did fielding that ball and going down the turf there.
So no yards on it, but they don't lose any yards either, nor do they lose possession of the ball. So that's the first rule in punt returnings, catch the ball.
Jack Dorr now at quarterback for the Wheelersburg Pirates.
Jack Dorr on the season, 17 of 20, 142 yards, 1 interception.
Lots of new shirts in there for the Pirates now.
43-0 with 9:48 to play here to first half.
This is a great varsity experience for these young kids that don't get to play a whole lot. There's a few starters out there, but most of them are second-team offense for the Pirates.
Jack Dorr will hand this off to Damon Brannigan, and he doesn't get make it Damian Brannigan, 5'6", 210-pound sophomore, and he will actually lose yards on that carry. Brannigan's had some carries this year, 5 for 38 coming in and a touchdown.
He is a small ball of power there for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Bryce McLaughlin made a nice hard hit there for the maybe one of your hits of the ball game right there, collision of the ball game. Bryce McLaughlin, he came in and just down the line and just took him down in a hard way in and lost tackled for loss there.
It was a 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12. Dorr fakes the handoff, fires, and it's almost picked off. He threw it past the intended receiver, and Mason Bailey would like to have that one back. He got his hands on it, but could not secure it. Would have been an interception and a turnover for Minford. It will instead be a 3rd and 12 coming up here now for Wheelersburg.
Bryson Longfellow was the intended receiver there. Longfellow comes in at a 5'7", just a little bit overthrown there, and that's why the interception was almost there for the Falcons. Now Xavier Miller comes into the contest for the Pirates. Look for maybe to try to lead him down that sideline, on that far sideline. The crossing pattern over there with Bryson Monavin.
Hansel will go in motion, set up on a wing to the left. Back to throw, Dorr. Scrambling, still alive, looking downfield, dumps it short, pass caught. Going to be short of the first down. It is in Minford territory to the 47-yard line. Bryson Monavin on the catch. 6'2", 165-pound junior. 3 catches for 34 yards coming into play tonight. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side left for Wheelersburg. On a 4th down and 3.
Looks like the Pirates trying to pull them all sides. Now they call a timeout, Pirates.
Minford, nice job of holding their water, so to speak. Timeout here called for by the Wheelersburg Pirates. Let's take 30 seconds here, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber, fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
With Dennis D. Camp and Dave Stam, I'm Mark Williams. 7:32 before halftime. It has been all Wheelersburg, 43-0. The Pirates lead it on their way to 9-0 and setting up the Week 10 showdown. They used to call it the Halloween Bowl. I guess we have to call it the pre-Halloween Bowl now with West next week at Ed Miller Stadium.
That's what I love about Week 10 of high school football. You have so many of your old rivalries, the Portsmouth, Ironton, Wheelersburg West. Kind of wonder what's going to happen when Portsmouth comes into the SOC.
Boy, that will make it interesting, won't it? Here's Rucker back in on the keeper, and he's going to go for a touchdown. They miss the tackle at the 40-yard line, and Rucker will take it in. On 4th down and 3 from the 47-yard line, touchdown Pirates. Braylon Rucker's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. 3 for Elijah Brown tonight. Wheelersburg picking up tons of chunk plays and doing most of it on the ground. That score comes at the 7:21 mark. 3rd rushing touchdown of the year now for Braylon Rucker. He just broke that tackle. He would have had the 1st down, but once he broke through, there was nobody there. And Heimbach's extra point is good. 7:21 to play before halftime. It is 50-0. Wheelersburg. Back at 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and listening and watching on Kool TV.
Down on Route 52, just west of town, there's a little place where the word gets around. Quality heating there's got your back. For sales and service, they're right on track. I see out in Portsmouth, they're the name to trust. When the air goes down, they'll lift you up.
Call Quality Heating and Air at 740-858-4363.
SOMC is proud to introduce the redesigned practice of the SOMC Orthopedic Associates. The improvements integrate orthopedic surgery, physical medicine and rehabilitation, and podiatry into a single comprehensive office. These key specialties work together to deliver coordinated, patient-centered care. By streamlining services, SOMC aims to enhance communication among providers. Comprehensive care for a body in motion. Call 740-356-1709 to schedule an appointment.
7:21 to play before halftime. Back here at Minford Stadium, Cooper Heimbach's kick will sail down end over end, hit 6 yards deep in the end zone again. Once again, there's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. This scoring recap, a service of Nancy Hogg of the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
4 plays, 54 yards. Rucker with a 47-yard run. Heimbach with the extra point. 7:21 left before halftime. Wheelersburg 50, Minford nothing. Got some updates on scores, Mark. Sims is 28-14 over Notre Dame. Eastern has gone in front of South Gallia, 20-16. West 33-0. Over Oak Hill, and 21-14 Northwest over Waverly right now.
And Glenn's pass out in the flat again looked like started to run before he had it. Carter Frazee drops it, so Minford just having a tough time tonight. Looked like that one was set up to get some yardage there, and that's another drop by a Minford receiver. So when Glenn has been on target tonight, his receivers have not helped him out.
That's 5 incomplete passes in a row for Minford.
Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line, 7:16 to play. Before halftime, 50-0 Wheelersburg. Here's Glenn on the keeper. He will work his way forward, and a great effort there to get a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Curtis Glenn, he's had a great 2 years statistical-wise at the quarterback spot, and talked about, used the term warrior, and maybe that's overused in sports or what, but anyway, he just gives you tremendous effort.
He's a great competitor.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be the better
That could
term.
be the better word, yeah.
Although, I can remember during the middle basketball tournament last year when Curtis Glenn competed in a Golden Gloves type boxing tournament.
Third down at 8 from the 22, gain of 2 for Glenn on that play. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Glenn back to throw, being pressured, and he just will throw it into the turf as nothing was there. Wheelersburg getting some pressure as they've done pretty much most of the night. Ison Emnett getting in there that time, forcing that incompletion.
If this had been a competitive game, that would have probably been grounding.
Yeah.
But good discretion by the officials.
Mason Bradley will be back out to punt the ball away once again. He will field this at, again, just outside the 5-yard line. Low snap, he collects it, and this one he shanks. He will boot this one. It lands on the track, and not going to get a whole lot of yardage out of that one. Went down, got it, and just off the side of the foot. And once again, Wheelersburg's going to have great field position.
3 yards net on the punt. When things go bad, they go real bad.
Really hasn't mattered, but of course Wheelersburg's had great field position all night as well. They've definitely won the field. I mean, they haven't had very many long drives.
Yeah, 61 has been their longest drive.
Jack Dorr back out there at quarterback. They have this on the end around, 20-yard line, sliding down to the 16 on that carry, Jonah Collier. Jonah Collier, another young man that's getting some more and more playing time. Down to 5:40 on the clock. Second down and 8 from the 17. Wheelersburg into the Quality Eating and Air red zone. Quality Eating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. Here's Stephen Hall, and he will work his way free to get down to about the 10-yard line before he is finally wrapped up. So that will make it a first and goal. So Hall able to get enough to move the chains.
That is the 11th first down in the contest.
Squad has fired up and is pulling out. So I wonder what that's all about.
Hopefully it's not for any players.
And it's Hall again over the right side. He will get down to about the 6-yard line.
Squad probably has one crew here at Minford, and they're probably going to call out in the community, so that takes
could
priority.
Be. That could be.
I think they just come here and watch the free ball game. That's what I think. No, it's a great service. Minford provides that to their community. Great hats off to you. You guys were talking about supporting these sports teams in the community and stuff like that in the school, but they do it also in their fire department, also their EMS unit out here. They have a nice job out here, so it probably got a call, and that's duty serves. Duty calls.
Yeah, because it looks like they went. Yeah, they were heading out, not anywhere here inside the facility.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm down here on this end, and there's nobody down here, so.
Stephen Hall in some trouble here, and nice pursuit there by Minford as Hall tried to bounce it outside, and there were 4 Minford Falcons there to chase him down out of bounds and tackle him. So we'll be looking at a 3rd down coming up here for the Pirates, and he will, looks like he might lose a yard.
He did.
There, back to the 7. Yeah.
Definitely 4 down territory, gentlemen.
I would think so, yeah.
Well, I don't know. In this situation, you might let Heimbach come in and kick a field goal.
Yeah, just for practice?
Yep. I'm not sure how much practice he needs.
Well, you may also bring your second-team kicker in, too.
That's true.
Just for that practice. You never know.
Dorr takes the snap. He will keep it, and he will move inside the 5-yard line.
Now marking it right after 5.
It'll be
4th down.
Yep, it will be right at the 5.
Here comes Cooper Heimbach.
I had to lean out a little bit farther there to see that, Dave.
I mean, this is kind of like a fisherman with a fish too
Look
small.
to your left, Mark. Blowing out that side window might help you there, too.
Yeah.
No, this is kind of like a fisherman. I think he might throw this one back. It's too short.
So it is 4th down.
It is on the right hash, though.
The 5-yard line. And it is Cooper Heimbach. They will spot this at the 12. It'll be a 22-yarder from just inside that right hash. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:42 to play before halftime. 53-0 Wheelersburg on top. Back at 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service.
A remodel can be exciting like a walk down the red carpet, or it can be exciting like a stroll over hot coals. If you're going to do a remodel, do it right. Consult with a Waypoint Living Spaces dealer designer. They will work with you to determine your style and deliver exactly what you had in mind. On time, on budget, easy.
Tri-State Kitchens at 8516 Ohio River Road, Wheelersburg is your local Waypoint dealer. Phone 740-574-2802.
2:42 to play before halftime, 53-0. The Wheelersburg Pirates on top. There's been a change in the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Cooper Heimbach on the approach, and I know you're going to be surprised by this. 6 yards deep again in the end zone. The scoring recap, service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com.
6 plays, 20 yards. Heimbach with a 22-yard field goal. 2:42 left before intermission. It is Wheelersburg 53, Minford nothing.
Falcons coming up to the line of scrimmage.
New score just added to our list. Valley up 3-0 over Grandview
Heights. Glenn now will take off. This time, he ducks one tackle and will slide down across the 25-yard line to the 27. He waited a little bit that time for the rush lane to open up and was able to move forward and get some yardage. Good play there by Curtis Glenn to push it forward. They're going to give him 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2 as they mark it at the 28-yard line. So Minford coming up to the line of scrimmage. They'll have one single setback off to the right of Glenn. 2 wide receivers to the near side. 2 bunched up just off the line of scrimmage on the left side. And there's a handoff and just a mass of bodies, and most of them in Wheelersburg white jerseys.
Yeah, the defense was waiting on him right there when the ball was handed off.
Yep.
That's Bradley.
Mason Bradley on the carry, and just nothing there. Actually loses yardage back to the 26, so it'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up here now for Minford.
Damian Brannigan leading the charge for the Pirates there at his nose tackle position. I mean, it's just like they just stood right there. Him and I got a 59, but I don't have it on my roster. Must be a freshman, Mark. You may have that one listed there.
What was the number?
59.
Wyatt Neff.
Wyatt Neff
6 foot,
in there.
6'1", 200 pounds. Here's Glenn again, and he escapes, still on his feet, and going to be driven back to the 24-yard line, and flags come flying. Or was it?
It's fumble.
It a fumble. It's a
Wheelersburg
fumble.
ball.
And Wheelersburg gets the ball, so it wasn't a flag. It was the beanbags.
Brady Doss with the recovery.
And the Pirates have the ball at the 20-yard line. This recovery is sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. That is 3 turnovers for Minford rather in this first half that Wheelersburg again going to get great field position out of. 2 fumbles and 1 interception.
Interesting. The Pirates putting the first team back in. You got Rucker, you got Doss, you got Evans, you got Hall. So you've got your first team in there. Looks like first team lineman as well.
We'll go Evans and Miller out to the far side right. Rucker's under center. He will hand this off to Stephen Hall. Stephen Hall will burrow his way down to about the 15.
Another marker goes in. It looks like a fumble marker is what it was.
Yeah, I was going to say that was not a yellow flag. But
no.
So we got another fumble apparently recovered by Wheelersburg. Again, the recovery sponsored by Hope Source. Start your recovery by calling 740-353-HOPE. Rucker was under center that time. He does that every once in a while, especially in situations like this. Gives them a chance to work on some plays out of different formation.
It doesn't look like they're in any particular hurry.
No. Down to 20 seconds. Rucker will take the snap here and just take a knee. And that is going to be the end of the first half, and what a dominating first half by the Wheelersburg Pirates. 53-0. They lead the Minford Falcons. We will come back and talk more about it here as we will take a
I can make it, Coach, here.
I got
him right here.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Coach Rob Woodward with me here. 53-0 halftime. Coach, probably expected this, prepared for your team for this as well.
Well, preparation is what we've tried to do all week, just for any opportunity that we have. We're trying to work all the things that we feel that we can do and working to try to execute them as best we can, trying to keep our guys engaged throughout practice, throughout the week, and then want to make sure that they're conditioned, game conditioning, to make sure that, again, that they stay hungry for the things that we want to try to achieve throughout this entire season.
Running clock, second half, not a lot of time for conditioning or execution or practicing the execution, so the coaching staff has to work on that as well.
Well, and that's why we try to maximize everything that we could throughout this first half. We got younger guys that we definitely want to work in here in the second half, but it'll be the clock where it's at, be running, going fast, so, working to get some of those things. But, again, we've put our kids in situations throughout practice and then in game time situations so that they can execute and work to develop the best that they can and see what kind of things that they can do and what you practice throughout the week and see that executed on the field.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck second half. Coach Rob Woodward again, Wheelersburg Pirates up 53-0 here at halftime at Minford. And, Minford is playing their hearts out, but right now the Pirates is dominating on offense and defense here in the first half with that lead. And we just send it back to you, Mark and Dave, at the booth.
All right, we will get ready for halftime. Coming up, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with the My Own Bible halftime show brought to you by the Calvary Baptist Church. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Hi, I'm Jay Hash with Hope Source. Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353-HOPE.
Hello, this is Megan Martin, Banking Center Manager at First State Bank. At First State Bank, we believe that when we build up our customers, our communities, and each other, we can make a lifelong difference. When you bank with us, you're supporting the local coffee shop down the street, a young couple's first home, and the community you live in. Stop in at our Portsmouth Banking Center or visit our website at fsb4me.com. That's FSB, the number 4me.com. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Visit your local groceries, the Minford IGA and Westside IGA, as well as Westside Hardware. At the Minford and Westside IGAs, you'll find full-service delis with fresh-cut Angus beef and daily lunch specials. The Westside IGA offers up an incredible 18-inch pizza special, which provides a 2-topping 18-inch pizza, a bag of chips, and a 2-liter, all for just $19.99. Right beside the Westside IGA is Westside Hardware. They've got all kinds of tools and fasteners, as well as an extensive amount of items pertaining to automotive, carpentry, plumbing, and heating and air. The Minford IGA, Westside IGA, and Westside Hardware open 7 days a week.
Your tire store shouldn't remind you of a three-ring circus, so head to a dealer who's serious about quality. Michelin offers the most fuel-efficient line of tires on the road and provides exceptional, long-lasting performance. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Forget the circus. See the tire experts.
See Bob and Floyd's Tire Sales at the corner of routes 23 South at 52 West on Chillicothe Street, Portsmouth.
Category testing based on SAE J1269 rolling resistance industry practice.
If you're looking for a sharp used vehicle, give Kohl's a call. Kohl's Auto Sales in West Portsmouth offers a great selection of vehicles that are easy on gas, easy on the eyes, and easy on the wallet. So give Kohl's a call. Kohl's offers financing. Bad credit, no problem. All you need is proof of income and a down payment. You can apply for pre-approval by visiting Kohl's Auto Sales on Facebook. Give Kohl's a call at 740-357-6009 and visit their new and larger location at 16127 US 52 in West Portsmouth.
Welcome back here to Minford High School and Minford Stadium, 53-0. Wheelersburg leading Minford here at halftime, and we welcome you to the My Own Bible halftime show, brought to you by the Calvary Baptist Church, 2306 Waller Street in Portsmouth. While making a great effort to reach the world with the gospel, Calvary Baptist Church and My Own Bible seek to support all the athletes and families of Southern Ohio. You're invited to be a guest at Calvary Baptist Church this Sunday. My Own Bible exists to bring the Word of God to the world. The Bible in over 30 languages, this mission is being accomplished. If you're looking for a Bible app, a daily devotional, or a Bible reading plan, My Own Bible can help. On the My Own Bible platform, you can search and share Scripture with just a touch of your screen. Download My Own Bible today for your computer, Apple, or Android device and discover the many Bible helps available to you. From devotional and Bible reading plans to commentaries and Bible help resources, My Own Bible is a powerful tool with the gospel of Jesus Christ. For more information about the Calvary Baptist Church or My Own Bible, visit becauseofcalvary.com. Scoring galore for the Wheelersburg Pirates in the first half. It started at the 8:52 mark. Elijah Brown scoring the first of 3 touchdowns with an 11-yard run. Cooper Heimbach coming away with the extra point to make it 7-0. At the 6:18 mark, 2-yard touchdown run by Elijah Brown. Cooper Heimbach extra point made it 14-0. Wheelersburg was in the end zone again at the 3:50 mark. A 31-yard touchdown run by Braylon Rucker. Cooper Heimbach added the extra point. It was 21-0. With 2 minutes 52 seconds left in the first quarter, it was a 4-yard touchdown run by Stephen Hall. And a 2-point pass from Brady Doss to Landon McGraw made the score 29-0 with 16.6 seconds left in the first quarter. 25-yard touchdown run by Elijah Brown. Heimbach added the extra point to make it 36-0. In the second quarter at the 10:59 mark, Hunter Bivens 36-yard touchdown run. Cooper Heimbach added the extra point to make it 43-0. At the 7:21 mark, Braylon Rucker again on a 4th and 3 goes 47 yards for a touchdown run. Cooper Heimbach's extra point made it 50-0. And then at the 2:42 mark, a 22-yard field goal by Cooper Heimbach to make it 53-0. And we've got some stats now to tell you about. And for that, Dave Stan.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Let's go first of all for team stats for the Wheelersburg Pirates. 11 first downs in the first half. Had such great field position, not as many first downs as you might think. 4 by passing, 7 by running. Ran the ball 20 times for 230 yards. That's over 10 yards per carry. 4 out of 5 passing, 61 yards. Total offense of 291 yards for the Wheelersburg. Penalties, 4 penalties for 25 yards. Punts. Again, I always talk about hidden stats in games. Wheelersburg's not punted yet.
Yeah.
Individually, leading ball carrier for very balanced rushing attack for Minford, or excuse me, for the Pirates tonight. Actually, quarterback Braylon Rucker has rushed the ball 4 times for 85 yards. Stephen Hall, 8 times for 39 yards. Elijah Brown, 4 times for 52 yards. Hunter Bivens, a 36-yard run. Rucker, 4 out of 4 passing, 61 yards. Receiving, 2 receptions for Kenyon Evans for 29 yards. 1 by Xavier Miller for 17. 1 by Brady Doss for 15. And 1 by number 8. So I'm going to have to look here. Didn't write his name down. Bryson Monavon, 1 for 9 yards.
Taking a look at the turnover report now, a service of the Baron Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. Isn't it time you turned your insurance needs over to Baron Murphy? Call Dan Cassidy at 353-3121 before we get to the Minford stats, because this was a big part of the first half.
Yeah.
3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 1 interception.
Minford had to play not necessarily a perfect game tonight, but a good game tonight with keeping care of the ball. They didn't do that in the first half. 2 fumbles and 1 interception. The stats for Minford, 0 first downs in the first half. I guess you have to give a lot of credit to the Wheelersburg defense on that. 13 rushing attempts for minus 21 yards. 2 out of 10 passing for 4 yards. Total offense of 17 yards. They did not commit a penalty in the first half. Punted 5 times for a 25.1 yard average.
A big thank you goes out to Penn Station East Coast Homes, located on the north end of Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Penn Station fuels the WNXT and WZZZ sports crews every weekend by offering us lunch. Visit Penn Station, where they're all about the freshness. Be sure to listen for the Barber Auto Parts replay of the week all week long on Mix 99.3, 107.5 The Breeze, Fox Sports AM 1260 at 95.7 FM. Visit the Barber Auto Parts location nearest you with locations in Portsmouth, Ashland, and Chillicothe. And don't forget to tune in to the Saturday Morning Sports Line every Saturday on Fox Sportsman, right now still 95.7 FM, starting at 9 o'clock. Since 1979, the Saturday Morning Sports Line has provided our area coaches a platform to talk about their teams and players. We'll take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we will take a look at scores of other games. The last score we got, it was getting tight, Sims Valley and Notre Dame. So check on that and more when we come back. Another 3-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Gamp's Power Equipment, Route 140 in Slocum is your hometown team for the most feared lineup when it comes to mowing down the competition. Names like John Deere, Toro, Honda, Steel, and Western. You're guaranteed a winning record every time you take the field in pursuit of that perfect cut. Gamp's opens the doors Monday through Saturday at 7:30 and features pickup and delivery, as they always service what they sell. To find out more, go to Gamps.com and discover what true customer service is all about at Gamp's Power Equipment, soon celebrating 100 years as a Hall of Fame family.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finish Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Don't spend thousands of dollars on marketing that doesn't work. Appalachian Marketing Media can grow your business with targeted marketing strategies, tactics, and resources that actually do work, so you can get more clients and have peace of mind. Appalachian Marketing Media offers do-it-yourself packages where clients get a step-by-step social media plan with a one-time fee starting at $150, which includes customized social media graphics. And Appalachian Marketing Media offers social media management starting at $515 per month. Contact Appalachian Marketing Media on Facebook and learn more on their website.
Why is Southern Ohio Medical Center Urology Associates the perfect choice for you? It starts with the expert care of board-certified urologist Dr. Stephen Willems, followed by a variety of procedures offered right in the office, which means no hospital stay and a quicker recovery. Along with general urology care, SOMC Urology Associates also offers the latest in advanced treatments for enlarged prostate, including urolift and aquablation, board-certified expertise, and the latest procedures in prostate care. SOMC Urology Associates is the perfect choice. Call us at 740-3564-URO today.
The Carpenters Local Union 437 is actively seeking apprentices and journeyman carpenters. Your pay is based on your experience, but you'll start out earning a good living wage with health care and pension. The Carpenters Union takes an earn-as-you-learn approach to their apprenticeship, ensuring you earn a good living wage with benefits for your family right from the start. And every apprentice will graduate with an associate degree. To learn more about joining your local Carpenters Union, contact Trampus Puckett at Carpenters Local 437. Phone 740-354-7518.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area. Welcome back here to Minford High School. Mark Williams, Dave Stamp, Dennis DeCamp with you. Before we get to scores, we want to, of course, tell you that hometown, or rather TMG of Portsmouth and Appalachian Marketing Media, also our friends at Kool TV, excited to team up to bring you high school football this season. High school football game of the week. For over 50 years, we here at the radio painted the picture of high school football. Now with Appalachian Marketing Media and Kool TV, you can see it and hear it. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3, Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, Fox Sports with 95.7 FM, as well as online at WNXT2. We've also incorporated and will into the basketball season a little bit more. 92.1 WIOI, 1010 AM as well. So we're watching Appalachian Marketing Media and Kool TV. As,
will that mean continues. Chuck will be trying to get free Bengals tickets in?
I don't know. that's who knows? That could possibly be. And after that one last night, there may be something again to watch down there in Cincinnati.
Hard to believe a 40-year-old quarterback can bring that much excitement.
Boy, isn't it, though?
Yes.
So, Dave, we've got some scores of some other games. Got a ton of scores. Sounds like we got some good games and some good news for some teams in our area. Maybe for others, a little nail-biting.
Well, first of all, in the SOC 1, a lot of interesting thing going on tonight. South Galley has taken a 21-20 lead over Eastern. Like I assume that's close to it being in the first half. Notre Dame has fought back after trailing 14-0. They trailed 28-27.
Just got an update on that one, Dave. It's 35-34 now with 1:26 left in the half. This is courtesy of Matt Payton, who was at the game. So Sims Valley 35-34.
That. Not necessarily a defensive battle.
It is not, no.
The last team to have the ball may be the team that wins that game. In the SOC 2, West 33-0 over Oak Hill. Northwest and Waverly quite a struggle tonight. After Northwest had an early lead, it's now 28-28.
Oh, wow.
Northwest. Portsmouth, 21-7 over South Point. Valley Indians. Big win, a big game tonight for them. They really need this. things going well in the first half. Right now, they're leading Grandview Heights at Grandview Heights, 17-0. Somebody irritated Ironton. They're up 36-7, 56-7 at halftime. Westfall 33-7 over Piketon. Colgrove 22-0 over Fairland. And what's game is that's for the FAC championship. Jackson is, after trailing 14-0, they're now ahead 21-20. Great night of high school football.
And of course, our score here at the half, 53-0. It has been all Wheelersburg, and now you look at that. We're going to have a running clock in the second half for Wheelersburg. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of the second, third teamers out there. You don't certainly want to get any starters hurt moving in here to final game when you go for the undefeated regular season, the gold ball next week against West, and then even on down the road when you get into the playoffs. For Minford, you want to try to finish strong. Just try to put something together, get something positive going on, because they had very little go right for them, if anything at all, in the first half.
Had minus 21 yards of offense in the first half. Just need to get something. They didn't play a clean first half. Just get some kind of drive going, complete a few passes, run the ball, just something to come out with a good feeling here in the second half.
We will go ahead and take another timeout. Let's take another 3-minute timeout as we get ready for second half action here tonight. Wheelersburg and Minford from Minford High School. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937. When you're looking for the answer, hey, where are we going to eat lunch today? There's no question that Penn Station East Coast Subs is what you're looking for when you want fresh. They wrote the recipe for taste, quality, generous portions, and there's absolutely nothing quite like the Philly cheesesteak, the club, the Reuben chicken teriyaki, or the Italian. Penn Station invites you in for lunch, dinner, or anytime after the game or movie. It's all about good taste with great service and friendly smiles. When you need a quality and healthy taste fix, it's Penn Station East Coast Subs. They're your first stop on the left under the viaduct. We're at Penn Station. It's all about good taste.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. Have a project around the house that calls for a true retaining wall that's both functional and attractive? Portsmouth Block is proud to carry industry leader Versalock retaining walls that provide the perfect balance between form and function. Available in both weathered and non-weathered options, Versalock walls are ideal for load retention, planters, seat walls, and more. Team up Versalock walls with our new Americana Collection premium pavers, and you have a project that's sure to turn heads. Visit the Portsmouth Block Showroom at 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. See the difference, feel the difference, designed to be different. Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Welcome back here to Minford Stadium at Minford High School. Mark Williams, Dave Stamps at us, Camp with you, and update you on some baseball. Game 5 of the American League Championship Series heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, what a rally by the Toronto Blue Jays, rallying back to tie that series 2-2, and they are leading 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th, Game 5 in Seattle.
Nobody's won a home game yet in that series.
And then Game 4 also tonight in the National League Championship Series, the Brewers and the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers going for the sweep and another trip to the World Series. Brewers trying to stay alive.
I told everybody that the National League, the real championship series was the Reds and Dodgers.
Nobody
believed me.
I guess if the Dodgers go ahead and win this thing, at least the Reds can say they got beat by the champs.
And then they can say they were ahead in one game.
Right, exactly right. Yeah, so hey, we'll take whatever we can get, right?
Yeah, Dodgers pitching staff just and it's also the highest paid pitching staff.
Yes, it is.
But it's also very good.
Yep. There's a reason for that, isn't there? Yeah. Second half kickoff coming up here in a moment, brought to you by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street in Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors, 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor and has everything for all your floor covering needs. Call Stephen Harris at 353-7959 and visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment. 53-0 as we start the second half. Wheelersburg and Minford, coming into this series, it is one, as it is in most instances, Wheelersburg dominating the series. This is the 71st meeting. They lead the all-time series 64-6. They have won 16 in a row, 22 of the last 23, 25 of the last 28. Minford's last win in the series was in 2009 when they edged the Pirates 16-15. There were a couple of near misses along the way. The Falcons in 2019 lost in overtime, 21-20. They were stopped on what would have been a game-winning two-point conversion. Then they lost in the playoffs, 28-23. The last three games have all been shutouts. Wheelersburg 42-0 in 2022, 51-0 in 2023, 54-0 last year, and right now it's 53-0. Rob Woodward 18-1 against Minford in his career. So it just, again, this is one of those that Wheelersburg's done this to a lot of teams, but they have dominated Minford.
Minford's got some friends in the department that's had their troubles with Wheelersburg since the early 70s, since when Ed Miller moved from Portsmouth Notre Dame to Wheelersburg back to his alma mater. Wheelersburg has basically been the standard in Southern Ohio football, along with Ironton.
Cooper Heimbach will tee the ball up at the 40-yard line. Minford will be going left to right here in this third quarter as they will receive the football. Colt Donahoe is back to receive. And a running clock and short as well. 10 minutes. It will be Donahoe at the 5 to the 10-yard line, moving to the 20. It cuts back, gets across the 25-yard line, and will get to the 30, and that will be the end of the trip. So a return there by Donahoe, and a good return. And this will be probably one of the best, if not the best, starting position tonight for Minford in the ball game.
I think they had one.
Maybe one at the 35, maybe?
Right. Yeah, it's a 36, 37-yard line, something like
that. Because the kickoff went out of bounds.
Yes.
Actually,
that's the best field position they've had.
That was the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
That was the one they moved it up to the 5-yard.
5 yards.
Right, exactly. Okay. They set up shop here. First down to 10. Here's the give to Borland, working over the left side, and he'll get a yard maybe, working off that left side.
Some starters in there and some clean new jerseys. I won't say clean because not that dirty even on the grass field here tonight. But the Pirates bringing some, just like Coach said at the halftime interview, he talked about just trying to get some game conditioning in here and to keep their legs fresh for a long ball game that'll come up as the playoffs continue.
Ty Borland coming into the game tonight, 9 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown on the season, gets 2 yards. So it'll be second down and 8 from the 32-yard line. 2 backs flanked around Glenn, and they will hand this off right into the middle of the line, and nothing, and maybe even a little bit of a loss of yardage there for Mason Bradley.
Caleb Shepard again on the stop that time for the Pirates. We're calling his name a whole lot this season, but there's a couple times we called it tonight. So my stat sheet's in front of me.
He's another that he's quietly had a very good season for the Pirates. No gain on that play for Bradley, so it'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up here for Minford. 2 wide receivers and then 1 in the slot to the left. 2 backs behind Glenn. He will fake to both, roll out, and just slip down. He started to plant to throw, slid down, and was gone on ahead and taken into the turf. A little bit slow in getting up. But yeah, he did. Brew Hansel was in on the stop. And it'll be 4th down, and Minford will have to punt. Loss all the way back to the 23-yard line, so they lose 9 on the play.
7 minutes. The clock is moving here in the 3rd period of play.
So a running clock and a shorter clock.
Yep. Good call by the officials and coaching staff on both sides.
Kenyon Evans will receive this punt. Bradley will accept the snap to 5. He will get it away, and again angling the punt this time, and it'll go out of bounds and get it away from Kenyon Evans.
I believe that's what I was going to say. I think they're just kicking away from Kenyon Evans there because of his ability to take one back to the house, and they just avoid from having that happen.
For Mason Bradley, the sideline is your friend.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good field position for Wheelersburg, however. They'll get the ball at Minford's 44-yard line.
First team offense looks like coming back onto the field for the Pirates here.
That's 21-yard pass.
Yeah, I was going to say about 20, 21 yards. You know. So the Pirates do come back out onto the field. Yeah, it looks like all the number ones just about.
Yep, across the line as well.
Rucker under center with Hall and Brown behind him. Hand off to Hall. Stephen Hall will work to the 40-yard line on the first down carry. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up.
Bryce McLaughlin on the stop there for the Falcons.
Called his name a number of times tonight. Very solid defensive player for this Minford team.
I just, we've watched the Pirates dominate several football games, and they've had their way with some big plays, and they've had some big plays tonight. But Minford is, they've done a nice job. But 1 or 2 people have blown up the play and caused the Pirates to get 4 or 5 yards. So a nice job. They continue to fight there. The Falcons do.
2nd and 6. Rucker under center, hands it off. Brown hit at the 40, but he will carry the defender with him to the 37-yard line. Isaiah Robertson off the stop there for Minford. So we're coming up on the 5-minute mark, and it'll be a 3rd down and. Looks like about 4 coming up, maybe.
I'd say a steady diet of running plays for the Pirates. Just keep the ball on the ground, let that clock run. Last week we only had 2 possessions in the second half, and most of it was Waverly, and they got their only score of the ball game. The Pirates ran out the last 6 minutes of their second group.
Brown gets credit for 2 yards to the 38. Here's the give. This is, or rather, it's Rucker on the keeper, I should say. He'll get inside the 35-yard line, pick up first down yardage down to about the 33, maybe even the 32. Let's see where they actually end up spotting this. Going to be the 32-yard line. That's a first down.
Interesting on that play there. There were 5 Falcons out there, and Hall was the only blocker he had out there. Some of those carries out to the outside, the Pirates have had a man-on-man blocking there, but that time Rucker was outmanned there and went down after the pickup.
Rucker under center. Again, the 2 backs offset behind him. Here's the give right up the middle. Hall, and he is dumped after a short gain to about the 28-yard line.
Clock still running. Clock 3:44 to go.
3-yard pickup for Hall. 2nd down and 7. Wheelersburg walking up to the line of scrimmage. It'll again be Rucker under center. Backs are in the eye this time behind him. Hand off, second man through. Brown hit and will fall forward. He was actually hit behind the line of scrimmage, darting through Curtis Glenn, and he got a hand on him enough to get him to the turf, and it will be
about a 1 yard pick.
Yeah, probably one. Still showing 7 on the board, 3rd and 7. Looks like the sticks looks closer to 6. Here's the give. This is Hall, and Hall will get inside the 25-yard line to about the 24. Trenton Scaff, 6'2", 180-pound senior, coming away on the tackle that time for Minford.
Question, will you let Heimbach kick a field goal? And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
From the 24-yard line, it'll be a 4th and about 3. So let's see where they will spot this. I mean, this is all for down the road.
Yep.
This is setting up situations. Again, it'll be from the right hash mark from the 31-yard line. So it'll be a 41-yard try for Cooper Heimbach. Down to 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. The kick is on the way, and it is good by plenty. 41-yard punt, 56-0 the score. And we will take 60-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
At People's Bank, our team of local, trust, and wealth management professionals can help you achieve your financial goals. We offer comprehensive services including investment management, retirement planning, estate planning, trust administration, and more. Our customized strategies are designed to grow and preserve your wealth while minimizing risk. Let People's Bank put our decades of expertise to work for you. Call me, Elise Dye, or one of our other trust and wealth management professionals today to schedule your free consultation. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
Back here at Bedford High School, Cooper Heimbach on the kick, spinning, sidewinding kick that will hit in the end zone and go through the end zone. Wheelersburg Pirates were in the quality, and that didn't quite get to the quality eating and air red zone with that field goal, but they do change the score. Changes happen quick, especially when you get your tires changed at Bob and Floyd's on Chillicothe Street in Portsmouth. Scoring recap, the service of Nancy Hogg of the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth, for all your real estate needs. Call 574-9902 or online at realestategallery.com. Go ahead, Dave.
It's going to be in the third quarter if you want to take a break.
All right, yeah, let's do that. So we've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll take another 60-second timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth knows that looking better makes you feel better. On the Esplanade offers body contouring, numerous skin services such as microneedling and chemical pills, as well as Botox and Juvederm injections. Plus, On the Esplanade has Obagi skincare products, among others. Let On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa help you look your best. Visit On the Esplanade, 813 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, and follow On the Esplanade on Facebook. Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical.
Fourth quarter already underway with the 10-minute running clock, and Minford with a football first down at 10 from the 20-yard line, and a yard before being pushed back. Bryce McLaughlin on the carry. Let's get that scoring recap. A service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all your real estate needs, call 574-9902. Online at realestategallery.com. Dave?
7 plays, 30 yards. Heimbach with a 41-yard field goal. 1:39 left in the third period. It is Wheelersburg 56, Minford nothing.
Well, defense not allowed in Notre Dame Sims Valley tonight. 41-34 Sims at the half.
Whoever has the ball last.
Yeah, here's a running play, running hard across the 25-yard line. On that ball carrier is Austin Kool, 6 foot, 190-pound sophomore.
Hayden Henderson came up from his quarterback position, took him down in a hurry. Thought he had some green space there to get out to the outside, but Henderson saw that's Hayden Henderson, not Hunter, taking him down for the Pirates.
3rd and 4 coming up here for Minford. Backs on either side of Curtis Glenn. Takes the snap, hands it off to Bradley. Bradley tried to get away from Damon Brannigan, but did not do it. And we do have a fumble.
The whistle had already blown. Damian Brannigan there, along with Owen Wilburn for the Pirates.
And both were there. Brannigan led the charge, and Wilburn coming up to help out.
And gave Waters as well.
Yep. And so they counted as no gain, 4th and 6. And once again, Bradley will drop back to punt. He'll be about the 7 where he'll accept this snap. Bryson Longfellow back to receive the punt. High snap. Bradley goes to get it. Now has to kind of turn it into a rugby-style punt. He's going to get a roll out of it. Longfellow's going to let this roll. This will be his best punt of the night, probably yardage-wise, as it'll be down at the 36-yard line. Got a decent roll out of that.
Second offensive group coming out here for the Pirates here. Damian Brannigan staying out there. He'll be the back here for the second group. And out there leading the Chargers will be Jack Dorr at the quarterback position.
56-0. The Pirates leading with 7:08 to play here. Running clock, limited clock here in the entire second half, but we are in the fourth quarter now. Dorr will send Collier in motion, hand it off to Brannigan, and Brannigan will move forward for a couple of yards to the 39-yard line.
Clock moving, 6:42 to go here in the ball game. Running clock.
So from the 39, a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. So Wheelersburg will be 9-0 heading into the big matchup with West, and with the way things were going with West, they'll be looking at trying to have a winning season next year. They'll be 5-4 going into that game.
Yeah, West has some weapons.
Fumble, and I think Minford got this
got
one.
it, yep.
This recovery sponsored by OHSAA. Start your recovery by calling 740-353 HOPE. First turnover of the night for the Wheelersburg Pirates. They fumble the ball.
Well, let's watch the play there. Jack Dorr was quarterback in shotgun formation. Ball was snapped back to them, and you could see he was looking for an intended receiver out to his right flat there, and he didn't pull the ball in. Then he just tried to grab it and then went in front of him and the Minford defensive lineman. I couldn't get his number, picked up the ball there. So if Minford has it 1st and 10 at the Pirate 38-yard line with 5:30 to go, and the clock is moving.
There's still +2 for the Pirates in the turnover margin, and obviously with the margin on the scoreboard being what it is, it's not going to hurt other than a coaching moment, teaching moment there for sure. High snap, Glenn able to secure it, and he will hand it off, moving to the outside, cutting back to the inside again, Austin Kool. Not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage, or he just barely did.
And there again was Hayden Henderson coming up from that cornerback position to make that tackle there.
So from
closing the gap.
From the Wheelersburg 38-yard line, it'll be a 2nd down and 10 coming up from Minford. Inside 5 minutes to play, down to 4:47 on the clock. Minford will, of course, it'll be the Lucasville-Minford Road rivalry next week, taking on the Valley Indians. Here's a running pull. Big gain right here for McLaughlin. He is upended inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. And is that the first down of the night, Dave?
He's marking short.
Is he?
Marking at 29, I think.
And you got to get to the 20, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Still need one more.
Still need a yard. So 3rd down and 1 from the Wheelersburg 29-yard line. Glenn hands it off, and he's going to get the first down and more. Down to about the 21-yard line, maybe even the 20. Goes Austin Kool, found a nice hole, was patient, found a crease, and moves it to the 21-yard line. And that first down of the night, isn't it?
Yes, first down. They've waited a long time for that one.
Up on 3:38 to play. Well, Waverly scored late in the game last week to spoil the shutout. Can Minford do the same thing this week? Here's a running play. McLaughlin, he will get to the 20-yard line and maybe just a hair inside that. But the Minford Falcons have gotten to the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Quality Heating and Air located on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. So it'll be right at the 20, gains 1, 2nd down and 9.
They continue to pound that left side. They want to play that side, so the Pirates may want to cheat that side, but that's when they come back with that counter play. You never know. So Pirates staying home.
Laughlin had some carries last year, especially early in the year. This is the first, at least from all the stats and reports I were able to see, those his first carries of the season this year. Here's the give. Bradley moving to the outside, 20-yard line, trying to turn the corner and just not able to do it. Good pursuit there by Wheelersburg. One of those leading the charge, Kanan Arthur, was there, the first man there to bring him down and make that first contact.
Up a yard.
So it'll be a 3rd and 8. Give Bradley a yard. Ball at the 19 of Wheelersburg. Down 2:18, 2:17. Clock continuing to run. That game for Minford next week will be here against the Valley Indians. High snap. Glenn looking to throw. He's going for the end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown, Minford! Pulling it in is Carter Frazee. At the 1:49 mark, the Minford Falcons spoil the shutout. So again at the 1:40 mark of the 4th quarter, Minford gets on the board, a 19-yard touchdown pass. Curtis Glenn throwing his 12th touchdown pass of the year. Carter Frazee with his 2nd touchdown reception.
Well thrown ball, that's for sure.
Yes, it was.
Patient, found his receiver, who went up, Boren did, and pulled it down for the score for the Falcons. 56-6 going for 2 here, looks like. Short one player.
Well, Borland came out
players.
initially to kick the extra point, but then I think they did decide to go for 2. We're under a minute to go here. 56 to 6.
He's kicking, it looks like.
He is going to kick it.
And see the holder there now is him coming back.
So
They still may go for 2.
Borland. Low snap. Oh, and Borland picks it up, and he's going to be taken down right there. Low snap cost him there. And it's 56 to 6, and that's probably going to be it. We're down to 35 seconds. But the Minford Falcons end on a positive note. They are able to get into the end zone. They fall to 2-7 on the year, and again take on their heated rival, the Valley Indians, next Friday night. Wheelersburg will play at home, and they will do so against the Portsmouth West Senators next Friday night. They'll be going for perfection in the regular season, going for the gold ball. We will come back and get ready to talk about things on our post-game show. Of course, it is the Minford Telephone Company post-game show. We will take a 3-minute timeout. The final score, 56 to 6. Wheelersburg over Minford. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
The Counseling Center is the region's leader in youth and adolescent counseling and play therapy services. TCC plays a large role in substance abuse prevention services for area youth, providing more than 4,000 prevention services for area school-age children each year. In operation since 1981, the Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse prevention and recovery to mental health counseling, primary care, vocational development, and job placement services. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org. Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
We at Swick Bentley Funeral Home want to help you celebrate the life that inspired you. Whether you have lost a loved one or want to pre-plan your own services, we are here to help. We can help you plan traditional burial or a cremation service, and our staff will work to ease the burden a loss leaves. We may be reached by phone at 740-456-4133 or email at info@sbentleyfh.com. And to all our local athletes, play hard and stay safe.
The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Credit issues? No problem. Glockner Auto Credit will finance your future, not your past. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy.
Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
It's time for the Minford Telephone, Minford TV postgame show. Now let's go back to our game site for the wrap-up of tonight's game. Welcome back here to Minford Stadium and Minford High School. Mark Williams, Dennis DeCamp, and Dave Stam with you. 56-6. The Wheelersburg Pirates move to 9-0 on the year. Let's take a look at the second half scoring. Wheelersburg scoring at the 151 mark of the third quarter. A 41-yard field goal by Cooper Heimbach that made the score of 56-0. And then the only other score just happening with 1:40 left in the game. A 19-yard touchdown pass from Curtis Glenn to Carter Frazee. They were not able to get the extra point away, and Minford able to get on the board and avoid the shutout, 56-6. So that is a look at our scoring as we welcome you to the Minford Telephone Company post-game show. For over 100 years, the Minford Telephone Company has proudly served the area with its communications needs. Today, the Minford Telephone Company provides fiber-fast internet, TV, and telephone service on the area's only locally owned fiber optic network. Call the Minford Telephone Company at 740-820-2151. Talk to a real, live, and local person, or visit their website at falcon1.net for more information. Fast, fiber, local, the way it should be. The Minford Telephone Company. Dave, you got the stats all fired up there?
I'm ready to go.
All right, take it away.
First of all, let's look at the team stats for the visiting Wheelersburg Pirates. 12 first downs in the contest, 8 by rushing, 4 by passing. Ran the ball 27 times for 242 yards. 5 out of 6 passing for 70 yards. Total offense of 312 yards for the Pirates. And again, that big stat, no punts in the game for the Wheelersburg Pirates. Committed 3 penalties for 25 yards. Individually, Braylon Rucker, the leading rusher, 5 rushes for 91 yards. Elijah Brown, 6 rushes, 55 yards. Stephen Hall, 11 rushes, 50 yards. Hunter Bivens, 1 rush for 36 yards. Rucker was perfect, 4 for 4. Dorr was 1 out of 2. Rucker was 4 for 4 for 61 yards. Dorr 1 out of 2 for 9 yards. Leading receiver, Kenyon Evans caught a pair of passes for 29. Xavier Miller 1 for 17. Brady Doss 1 for 15. And Bryce Monovan 1 for 9 yards. For the Minford Falcons, 2 first downs in the contest, both late in the game, 1 by rushing and 1 on their touchdown pass. Ran the ball 24 times. Big stat in this game. The Falcons just could not generate any rushing attack at all. 24 times for -4 yards. Passing, 3 out of 11 for 23 yards. Net offense of 19 yards for the Minford Falcons. Punted 7 times for a 12.6-yard average and did not commit a penalty in the contest.
Taking a look at the turnover report, a service of the Bear Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street, Portsmouth. Isn't it time you turned your insurance needs over to Bear Murphy? Call Dan Cassidy at 353-3121. The 3 turnovers, huge in the first half for Minford, and Wheelersburg getting a turnover there late in the ball game that led to Minford getting their score.
The field position in the first half was a killer for the Minford Falcons. Seemed like the Pirates started the every possession except for 1 on the Minford side of the field, and had the short drives, and it's just not the way to beat Wheelersburg.
Go ahead and tell you about the Glockner family of dealerships glance toward the future. As man, it's already week 10, you know. I've said this a lot. Keith Pro's always talked about this being the fastest 10 weeks of the year.
I've always told everybody that football is a sprint.
Yes.
Basketball's a marathon.
And, we certainly experience both of those, don't we, quite
Yes.
a bit every year. But here's what we got. It's time to take a look, again, at our upcoming broadcast schedule. The Glockner family of dealerships glance toward the future. We know that sometimes you can't make it out to the game, but just as Glockner makes the car buying process easy, the WNXT and WZZZ sports teams make listening to high school sports easy. When buying a vehicle is in your future, visit the Glockner family of dealerships. Glockner Chevrolet GMC, Glockner Honda Toyota, Glockner Chevrolet GMC in Ironton, Glockner Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Glockner Ford, Glockner Auto Credit, with 6 locations throughout the tri-state area: Portsmouth, South Point, Waverly, Jackson, Chillicothe, and Ashland, and online at Glockner.com. We got 4 games for you next week right here on Mix 99.3. It will be West at Wheelersburg on 107.5 The Breeze. Valley will be here at Minford on 95.7 next Friday night. The second oldest rivalry in the state of Ohio renewed. Portsmouth at Ironton, and then on WNXT2, which may end up being on WIOI. We'll wait and see how that goes. So it'll be on one of the 2. It'll be Notre Dame at East. You'll be there for that game, which could prove to be a big game for Notre Dame, depending on how things turn out in their game tonight with Sims Valley. We will take a break. We'll come back and hand out our post-game awards, give you some scores from some other games. Take a 2-minute timeout here. Back in 2 minutes on the Minford Telephone Company post-game show. You're listening to High School Sports on Mix 99.3 and watching on Kool TV.
Tonight's game on Mix 99.3 is presented in part by these following sponsors: Gerlach Farm and Feed Supply, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 3D Outfitters, McDonald's, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Mako Finished Products, the 139 Dairy Bar, Coleman Sanitation Services, and Shoemaker Sunoco. Be listening to high school sports all season long on Mix 99.3 and by using the Local Happenings app.
Tilton Rapp is a junior football player from West who is in the industrial maintenance program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Tilton, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC and your program?
I like that you learn all the different trades in it. We're learning carpentry right now, and welding senior year, and plumbing I think we'll do this year. Electrical I believe we'll do. all kinds of different stuff.
And what are your plans for after high school?
I want to probably go to college for a couple years, get a business degree, then start a spray foam installation business.
The Scioto County CTC, a proven past for building a better future.
Gamps Power Equipment, Route 140 in Slocum is your hometown team for the most feared lineup when it comes to mowing down the competition. Names like John Deere, Toro, Honda, Steel, and Western. You're guaranteed a winning record every time you take the field in pursuit of that perfect cut. Gamps opens the doors Monday to Saturday at 7:30 and features pickup and delivery as they always service what they sell. To find out more, go to Gamps.com and discover what true customer service is all about at Gamps Power Equipment, soon celebrating 100 years as a Hall of Fame family.
Why is Southern Ohio Medical Center Urology Associates the perfect choice for you? It starts with the expert care of board-certified urologist Dr. Stephen Willems, followed by a variety of procedures offered right in the office, which means no hospital stay and a quicker recovery. Along with general urology care, SOMC Urology Associates also offers the latest in advanced treatments for enlarged prostate, including urolift and aquablation, board-certified expertise, and the latest procedures in prostate care. SOMC Urology Associates is the perfect choice. Call us at 740-356-4URO today.
Welcome back here to Minford High School and Minford Stadium, the Minford Telephone Company post-game show. Dave, let's do the scores first before we hand out our post-game awards. Scores from other games.
Some interesting contests tonight. Notre Dame and Sims Valley, whoever has the football last will probably win this game. Right now, Sims had 41-34 at halftime. On the other side, Notre Dame needs not only to win the game, but also to have Eastern lose, and they're now really locked into a nice game with South Gallia. Eastern 42-38 over South Gallia. Valley Indians 24-0 over Grandview. Northwest, after being tied 28-28, has scored 3 touchdowns in a row, and they're up over Waverly 49-28. West, like I say, one of our few finals, 46-8 over Oak Hill. Colgrove 30-0 over Fairland. Jackson, nice comeback tonight. They were down 14-0 early, and they pulled ahead of Miami Trace, and that's for the FAC championship. They're ahead 34-27. Unfortunately for the Piketon Red Streaks, they're 33-14 trailing Westfall. Looking anything else here? Ironton 56-7 over Gallia Academy.
And update on the American League Championship Series. Well, we talked about how the Blue Jays were ahead 2-1. They're not ahead anymore. It's in the top of the 9th inning. The Mariners leading that game 6-2. So a big 5-run 8th inning for the Seattle Mariners. That series tied at 2 apiece. And second inning in the National League Championship Series Game 4, Dodgers already out to a 3-0 lead over
Dodgers,
Milwaukee.
nice-looking ball team.
So we will go ahead and get to our awards now. So we let you know that the Carpenters Local Union 437 congratulates the Wheelersburg Pirates on constructing a great effort this evening with hard work, skill, and precision. A Carpenters Local Union 437 T-shirt will be presented to the Wheelersburg Pirates so their coaches can determine a worthy recipient. Maybe it was a starter who shined, possibly a scout team player who helped prepare the varsity team, or maybe a manager who provided some inspiration. It takes a whole team. To learn more about joining your local Carpenters Union, contact Travis Puckett at Carpenters Local 437, and you can construct a great life for you and your family. It's time to name the Gamps John Deere Outstanding Run of the Game, with the winner receiving a certificate from Gamps John Deere, or rather a T-shirt for a certificate for a T-shirt at Gamps John Deere, right here, located Route 140 at Slocum, just down the way from us here as we speak tonight. And we could say certainly Braylon Rucker, but I think we're going to give him another award. So we'll go with Elijah Brown, the 25-yard touchdown run.
Yes, 6 carries, 55 yards on the night for Elijah Brown.
So he is that's the outstanding run of the game. Portsmouth block, big block of the game, brought to you by Portsmouth Block. located at 2700 Gallia Street and Portsmouth Building Supply, 1740 Gallia Street, both in Portsmouth. We pointed that one out early in the game. Alex Ritchie with the big block there for Wheelersburg, one of many big blocks that the Pirates had in the game tonight.
It's pretty hard for Alex Ritchie to hide in the game. 6'6", 315 pounds.
It's time to name the Monroe's Frame and Collision Big Collision of the game. The winner will receive a T-shirt designating him as the big hitter of the game, courtesy of Kevin Monroe. We're going to go on the Falcon side of things for this one. Bryce McLaughlin with the big
6'1", 205-pound junior had several nice tackles tonight for the Falcons.
And the Roger and Snuffy Player of the Game is presented by Collier Companies in honor of longtime area sports broadcasters Roger Gray and Jim Snuffy Smith. Collier Companies is located at Collier Corner, 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg, and consists of Collier Construction, Collier Leasing, as well as Collier Safety, Collier Medical, and Collier Home Medical Services. Besides presenting the Roger and Snuffy Player of the Game, Colliers will also provide a $50 gift card from the Scioto River to any defender who forces a safety. There was no safety tonight, so again, we'll keep that card for another time. But tonight's Roger Gray and Jim Snuffy Smith Player of the Game, scored 2 long touchdown runs, and has just done a great job directing the Wheelersburg offense tonight and really all season long. Braylon Rucker.
Yeah, 5 rushes, 91 yards, 4 for 4 passing for 61 yards. Before I forget it, when we were talking about Elijah Brown, got the rare hat trick tonight.
He did 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Yes.
That's a pretty good accomplishment for a high school player.
Certainly
but a great performance tonight by Braylon Rucker.
Is the case. I know we've got a couple of more spots to run there. So as we sign off here, we'll have our studio engineer back there take care of things for us in that regard. And that is Gregory Tackett, as he will run those spots for us. That will do it here tonight. Always appreciate the hospitality we get here at Minford and really everywhere we go. But Minford, just another one of the great places to come to watch and to call a high school football game. Certainly very appreciative of that. We get ready for Week 10 next Friday night. For Dennis DeCamp, Dave Stam, I'm Mark Williams. Again, we'll finish out the spots as we sign off here tonight from Minford High School. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching the Portsmouth Football Game of the Week on Kool TV. This broadcast of the Portsmouth Football Game of the Week has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.